Oh, hot. It's fucking cold in this house, bro. It's cold in this house, dude. Oh shit, I forgot I was doing this area at the very end last night. I was so tired. It's freezing, dude. Motherfucker, dude. Oh, man. Go over here. I'm too lazy to fucking link the Discord, bro. I'm too lazy. Not in the mood. God dang you. Ah! Hot. This drift is so bad. It's so frustrating. This drift is so bad. Can't even play this. Can't even play this fucking game, bro. I'm about to crash on this fucking Joy-Con. Uh. I think I'm gonna go to Pyroar soon and start hunting that area again because I want Crispin. Chespin's like a nice, easy, shiny. For the starters, compared to Hot Phantom and Feroki, but the problem is it doesn't have a consistent spawn rate. It doesn't always spawn. Whereas Feroki always spawns, but his shine's a little bit hard to see, and he has a higher chance to run away. So. Oh, hot. It is hot. Oh man, that's my last chicken nugget. I'm not really in the mood to stream. I'm not really in the mood to stream, if I'm being honest. I don't remember what that song is, but I know it's a pretty decent song. Oh, excuse me, that was gross. Whoops. Excuse me. I think I had some like apple cider in it. I think it might have been bad. Oh, got like the fucking hiccups. Indigestion. I ate those pretty fast. So that kind of explains it. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't even know what that song is. It's a good song though. It'll be nighttime too, so I'll get a reset on those. That'd be awesome. Be awesome up until. Oh yeah, yeah. I think is my mom here? Yeah, I'm streaming. 1 second. Okay, my mama. She just came home. My car might not be fucked. If we're lucky, my car might not be fucked, bros. God, please. Give me this one win, bro. Give me this one win, bro. Ay, ay, ay. How you doing, DJ? Jailbreak, how are you, buddy? Last night, my mom was driving my car, and my brakes completely went out. And, like, out of nowhere. And they were working okay, for the most part, the last couple weeks. But, so we thought, like she would put it all the way to the floor, and it would not even budge. So, we think it's broken. However, my cousin's husband comes over, and he, said there's no brake fluid whatsoever in my car. So, he's filling it right now, and I'm praying that's what it is the cause. Because if it's not, dude, I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked if that's not the cause. So I gotta figure that out. Hopefully, that's the reason why. Because if it's not, man, ooh, it's game over for me, dude. It's game over. Man, I got a tummy ache. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope it's just the brake fluid, because if not, man, it's, oh my god, it's so over for me. Because I had to, like, ship out stuff today. I wanted to go to the gym today, but if my brake fluid's fucked, I can't go to the gym. Oh, excuse me. So, we'll see how it goes. I'll also see how my health is, because yesterday I was pretty ill for a while, having asthma problems. Oh, excuse me. And today I woke up and I don't know if I'm feeling the best or not. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know how I feel just yet. I'm also a little in not the best mood. So I think that's also a contributing factor. And I just had fucking greasy ass. Oh, shiny, where are you? Is it another fucking fletchling, bro? If it's another fletchling, I'm gonna blow myself up. I'm gonna blow myself up, dude. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Motherfuck me. I got this motherfucker twice now, I think. Dude, that fucking outside wall is such a troll. Yeah, I'll be okay. I'm just frustrated. How about we do a repeat ball? I'll be looking pretty smooth. Ooh. Ooh, this apricorn fastball would look so good, but I'm not gonna do that. Repeat ball looks good. That's crazy. Dude, I got so many fletchlings now. That's like my 5th one. That's my 5th one. I'm gonna make a 1 second. I'm gonna make a Discord section where I put my let's see, shiny time stamp. I used to have one of these, but I thought I'd never use it again. Shiny timestamp. This is where I can put my timestamps. So when I get a shiny, I know exactly where to clip it out at. And I hope people are fucking smart enough not to comment in this. I swear to God, dude, people, they see a new Discord channel, they go, wow, I should shit it up. I should ruin that Discord channel. They're like, what's this for? Oh, I don't fucking know. If I put shiny timestamp and I put a random number, I think that means you probably shouldn't post in there. Now, I could make it private, which I probably will, but I can't do that while I'm in a little stream. Yeah, I can't drive a dang old car with no brakes. That's true. But if it's just the brake fluid and if it gets worked, I'll be so relieved. So I'm trying to get a job next month. And if I don't have a fucking car, I can't get a job. So hopefully this will remedy the problems. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And the thing that sucks is that my mom's brakes are fucking going on her too, on her truck. So it's like, man, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on right now? So I'm just hoping for the best. We'll see. I'm going to do a few rotations of this area, and then I'm going to go, and I'm going to, I think, hunt Pyroar again, and Chespin and the other Pokemon there, Mawile. I think I'm going to do those hunts. Skarmory. I did it for about like an hour or two last night. It was boring. I got a Diggersby through the ground, which was awesome. But then I had no luck after that. And I was like, okay, this sucks. This sucks. But hopefully you're doing good today, DJ. Hopefully you're doing well. My morning's going half and half right now. It'll go really well if I just get news that my brakes are fixed. Because that's, clearly important. Especially since I got to go to the post office a lot. I sell things online. If I can't make it to the post office, I have to rely on other people. I really don't like relying on other people. And I don't like to be in debt to people that way. And it's just a mess. And then on top of that, I have to fucking start dog sitting for my friend. Now, he lives right down the street. But I don't have to walk from my house to his house multiple times a day to check on his dogs. And stop a stream to go do that, So, I'm hoping that this fluid gets fixed. Hoping it gets fixed. Ooh, man, if that was a shiny, I would be freaking out. That'd be so awesome. I want to know what my next shiny elf is. I really haven't been lucky with the alpha luck, honestly. In the Arceus, I had a lot more alpha luck. In this game, not so much. Not so much. Is what it is. Fucking tiny mushroom. That's so funny. Oh, I wish they made Epcot more easy. We're chilling in. Fingers crossed on your car. So, man, if you don't mind me asking, what do you sell on? Oh, I sell mostly like action figure stuff. Mostly action figure stuff. Anything I like, that I try to sell and whatnot. So I sell like Pokemon action figures that are imported from China and Japan. They're like Chinese exclusives. I make sure I only get the good ones. I don't get like the bootleg crap. And I do third-party Dragon Ball stuff. So like a company that makes better figures than the official Bandai company. I buy them and I sell them. And Anime Girls, I'll sell those. They make decent money. I have a lot of Anime Girls I just got in, but sadly, there's another seller that's undercutting me, and I'm like, do you know what? Fuck this guy. So I can't sell. I have like 12 of them. I can't sell them until he sells his products because I'm not gonna only make like $5 to $10 on those. I want to make at least 20 to 25. But you know, worst case scenario, if I have to pay bills, I'll pop them down to where I'm only making 10 or 15 at the situation. And I sell like accessories for them. Like I have like little mini Labubus that are like for action figures, so you can put them in like your props and whatnot in like a room. I sell other things. Sometimes I'll sell cards. I have a lot of Pokemon cards I want to sell, but the problem is having to price them out and then list them, and then it's a lot. It's a lot of work. I do not like listing Pokemon cards unless they're worth a lot of money and I can like get through them fast. So I sell custom game consoles and Pokemon cards. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I want to do Whatnot, but the problem is I don't want to do the interview. I really don't. Having to sit through that class, of like 30 other people in the onboarding class. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I sell like what's it called? H mangas, like very like that type of stuff. But then all the places I sold them on, I got like kind of like banned from selling them because you're not supposed to, but everyone else does. The problem was I was selling for a good price. I had them in English, and no one really can get them in English. And people got salty that they only have Japanese copies, so they would report my my books, and I wouldn't get no sales, which sucks because I have like so much product of that. Because I did a big huge purchase to flip them, and then I got hit with that. You can't sell. Granted, it's kind of crazy to sell that type of stuff, but it's funny. You meet a lot of interesting people. So right now I'm kind of screwed because I was making a ton of money with that, and now I'm like making no money whatsoever on that. So I'm trying to figure out a place I can sell on because I have like you can like sell on Reddit, but then they go, well, those aren't official releases and all this type of stuff. I'm like, I don't care. These can't officially be released anyways, and I do a fair price on them, and I made a good amount of sales on Reddit, but then people got like all like stupid with it. I might have 2 sales actually. I had to check in on them. I just been too like busy and too like not wanting to deal with all that. And setting pictures on Reddit's a fucking pain in the ass. You get like 5. You can only send like 5 images at a time, I think, or it's like no, it's like you can send a couple, but it doesn't work right, and it won't let me go through my albums. The last time I took pictures of my products, it was like 6 months ago, and I don't want to scroll through 10,000 images looking for that 6 months ago pictures. So I messaged the guy, hey, do you have like Instagram? Do you have email? Do you have like me? Like, can I send you my inventory a different way? And I don't know if he got back to me. I gotta check. But hopefully he did. Because if he like my average, like when I sell those books, my average sales is like $100 to $200, and that's good because it sucks when you only sell one book and it's like I make like like $28, and then after fees and everything, I'm making like $14. No, like $12, which is like not bad. It's like $12 out of like nothing, but it's the point of it's just one sale, and like you have to individually wrap it. Then you got to get like the shipping label all printed up, and like for one sale, you have to worry about is it gonna get damaged in the post because they only bought one book, and you're gonna put it in a bubble mailer. Because I put it in a box, it's an extra $2, and they want to have time. They want to pay an extra $2 if they're only buying one book. So yeah, I got to go through, and I heard on Whatnot you can sell a lot of those type of books and make good money. And a few people told me like, hey, you should go on Whatnot. But the thing is, like, I don't like to do the offloading. It's too onboarding. It's too much for me right now. I know it's not that hard, but it's just I get too angsty and I get too all over the place. So I'm putting that on hold until I feel confident to go on Whatnot. Cause I got like at least 100 different type of books, unique books that I can list. I need to start getting on that because it's just like $4,000 in inventory I can't sell right now. That has crippled my business because that's $4,000 I don't have that's on a card, you know, and acquiring interest slowly. So it's like, fuck, dude. Fuck me. But I need to start going through my Pokemon cards and listing them. I'm just lazy. Like I got tons of level X's. I have quite a few random cards that have some value. A few old EXs. I sold most of my good cards. Like I sold all my black and white shinies. I sold all my primes for the most part. I have like a few left. I sold all my Legends pieces. Some X and Y era stuff. Didn't have too much of that. That's why I kind of quit. I sold yeah, most of my like Arceus era shinies from Platinum Arceus and whatnot. And I sold a few other things. I sold quite a bit of my amazing cards, which sucks because I loved them. But it's one of those things where you just have to let things go sometimes if you're not the best financial situation. So it is what it is. But I do miss them, and I wish I could. If I could go back and just figure something out, that'd be awesome. But sadly, you can't. Another thing is that like I was close to getting a business loans. Well, I'll be cool. I'll be clipping now. Let's go. My bro's gonna be clipping Mr. Soul Click, but call him Soul Clip. But I got tons of shines last night. I sent him all the time. I sent like 100 timestamps to him of all the shinies. So he's gonna work on that. That's awesome. But what was I getting at? It sucks because if I just would have gotten the money that I was supposed to get from my uncle, and then I would have gotten, and I didn't get banned, I probably would have had enough money to pay off all of my my debts, and then I could have took out a big business loan of like 20 to 40K, and I could have opened up a little stand in a flea market, or I could have gone to events to sell products and whatnot. But what ends up happening is you get screwed over in life and shit happens. So I'm hoping at some point I can get back on my feet and pay off a good amount of my debts and fix my revolving debt. Because what I do is I buy product on like a pay monthly schedule. I then pay off that pay monthly, and then with the profits, I pay off my my debts I have and my interest. Just right now, I'm in a particular situation where like I'm not making much profits after all that, so I can't. Like I keep revolving the debt around, and it's fucking such a pain in the ass. So I'm hoping I can get a job next month. Now that I am clearing the cancer situation, I did my MRI and they said that it's not in my liver, so that's good. It's not back. So now I feel comfortable and confident enough to get a job, you know. So I'm in that situation where I hope I can maintain it and whatnot. Because I was doing really good in sales on my books and other stuff, and then the thing that really took a huge hit is I still have Macari, and Macari has great tons of people are Macari and they'll buy. And at one point they had it to where the seller didn't pay the fees, the buyer paid the fees. So the thing is, even like at first, sales were down for like a couple days, and then my sales boomed because I could manually lower the price of an item. We'll say that I normally have to sell it for 75. I could lower it down to 70, or I could lower it down to like 68, and that would be the same as if I sold it with me getting fees cut out. But the people pay the fees, which kind of sucks that the buyer has to pay the fee. But with that being said, I'm kind of hoping that I can I'm kind of hoping that like I can get back to that era where I was making crazy sales. Because I still make some pretty decent sales, but lately I've been doing a lot better on eBay, and my Macari's doing okay, but like it slowed down. When tax season comes back up again in a couple of months, that'll be nice. That's when people get extra money. But yeah, it's just right now everything's all over the place, and I'm hoping I'll be able to keep afloat for a while. And the thing is that my mom also just got fired from her job for some BS, which I've been over multiple times, complete BS. But she has new jobs, they just don't pay as well. So she's hopefully, I think, found a way that she can make about the same amount of money without having to work as hard as she did her last job. And hopefully that gets sorted out. And if it gets sorted out the right way, this actually might be better for her, having the type of job that she might be getting. And what sucks is that if my mom just had like, she could just get like, you know, a certain chunk of change. Like if my uncle like owed us about like, we'll say 12K, if she would have gotten that, she could have started her own in-care Cena business where they take care of old people at like a home. She could have leased out a home, rented out a home, and done that. But since she doesn't have the funds to do that, because that's like, you know, that takes a good amount of money, a good amount of up cost. It sucks because that could have been, she could have hired me and I could have just watched the people at nighttime and chilled there and get paid a decent amount. But at the moment, can't do that because due to funds. But that's okay. It could be a lot worse. And oh man, I really hope my brace get fixed, dude. I can hear them talking out there, but I don't know what they're saying. So I'm hoping that it's working because if it was only a $6 fix, that's so awesome. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I gotta ship out a Scyther, Blocky's Pokemon Scyther action figure I sold today. I gotta ship that out. I just haven't packaged it yet because I was like, oh, I don't have a car working, so I'm not gonna be able to get to it today. I'll do it tomorrow because I mostly ship same day, if before 4 p.m. And they bought it last night at like 6 or 7. So I was like, oh, I'll ship it in the morning. But yeah, I can't do that when my car's fucked. So I hope I can at least get out today. If I can't, not a big deal. This was on eBay. And people on eBay are more patient at times. Not always, but at times they can be more patient. And what's crazy about eBay is that it's like, I love and hate eBay. It's like so scummy. They don't really tell you how much the fee is. And it'll go from like being like 15% all of a sudden to like 18 or 19%. And they don't really explain why. And it's kind of BS. And then how they do it is that they make the person pay shipping, which will say shipping is $12, and then they'll give you a discount when you buy their shipping label and put it at $9. So, oh, never mind. I thought I got shiny. I didn't. Gardevoir just like blipped into existence. It looked like it was a sparkle. But so you get that $3 in exchange, but it doesn't always play out that way. It's really like weird. And but what I do is that if it like just say the person pays a lot for shipping for some reason, and like they pay like $15, $20, I'll just print out the shipping label myself and do the like, it'll end up being like a $6 shipping label, and I make a lot more profit that way. It's not my fault, it's eBay's fault for charging them that much. Oh man, Sableye, that's cool. Drampa. But the problem is eBay, they just kind of like keep their shit hidden, and like there's no real easy way to organically find items unless it's a very hot item at the moment. You can't really just like, if I go on eBay, I'll type in the item name, and maybe I'll find it. Other times I won't find people's listings because they have promoted listings, and they put the promoted listings in the algorithm for things that you're not even looking for. But they take like 10 to 12%. Like you can put how much they take from you, but they take an additional fee. So if I'm selling something and you know it costs me 15% of the seller fee, and then they're gonna hit me with like a 12%, that's crazy. That's like 27% right there, and that's like 1/4 of the item's value. So I'd have to sell it even higher if I promoted it. And it sucks because if you use the promote option, for 1 month they get to take that out until the next month rings over. And it's like, bro, so you can't. You better hope you don't sell that item for that much, because then you're gonna be losing 27% of your profit. Now, if it's something like you got like very cheap and you can do a huge flip on it, and you want it done out fast, then that's totally fine. Like if I bought a Pokemon card and it cost $500 and I only paid like $100, then yeah, I'd use the promote feature, and they can take 25% because I'll get such a huge gain on it if I want to flip it fast. You know, that's different. But I'm paying like $80, and then the 15% is gonna end up making me only get $10 or $15. And then the promotion is going to make it to where I get like no dollars. That's insane. That's insane. So I don't really mess with eBay like that. Whereas Mercari, they have a promote feature, and they just lower the price. They don't charge you for anything. They just lower the price and then put it in the algorithm again. So what I'll do is I'll put the item I'm selling at, like, we'll say I don't mind selling it at $80. I'll put it like 120. And then I'll slowly promote it, because when you list it, people will see it, and you'll get a lot of likes if it's a wanted item. And then you promote it, you take 10% off or 5% off of the price that you're asking for, and it goes back in the algorithm. And you can do that every 24 hours. So you keep doing that until it gets to around the price you want to sell it for. And in some cases, you can sell it for more money because more people have seen it than if you were to just list it for the original 80 you want to sell it for. Other times it doesn't do so well and just kind of gets sitting there, slowly collecting dust on your page. But yeah, there's a whole entire thing. Facebook Marketplace is weird. I do not like selling on Facebook Marketplace half the time. Sometimes I really like doing it. Other times I despise it because people are so stupid. I haven't replied to anyone in the last like 2 to 3 weeks. I got a few questions about my Pokemon finger puppets. Do you know what? It's not worth going through all this nonsense. It's not worth going through all this nonsense. It sucks too because if I just had like I do in Cosmic Child, it sucks because if I just had a storefront or like a place to sell, I have so much inventory. I have over like 500 of the Pokemon finger puppets I can sell, and if I sold them at like $3 to $8 each, depending on the rarity, or a little bit higher, I'd be making bank because people go into those stores and they go, oh, look at a little tiny finger puppet, $3, that's nothing. It's a cute little toy, and yeah, but I just don't have the space like that yet. And look, with Facebook Marketplace, people will see your listings and want to buy from you, but they don't know if they can trust you, and there's a lot to it, so they'd rather go to like an actual like place where they can, like a business. So I wish I could do that. I wish I had a storefront like that, but sadly, not the case. Maybe one day. It's always been one of my dreams is to open up a store, like ever since I've been a kid. I wanted to do cards, which I still would love to do cards. I was really into Pokemon cards and other cards. I want to do cards, but I realized that the reality of that's really hard too. And then I was like, oh, I want to do video games, and I'm like, oh, that's probably one of the best is video games because there's such a huge market that can be sold all over the place. And then I was like, oh, I kind of want to do collectibles like action figures. So now I'm like, oh, I could just do all of them, but I would have to like learn the market of all of them to some extent. And right now I'm just trying to master the market of action figures and whatnot. But yeah, no, there's a lot of things I'd love to do. I just don't have the funds right now for it. And I hope one day I'll get there. I feel like one day I can if I just keep working. Ooh, hippo. Big hippo. It sucks we can't listen to music on stream. It sucks you can't listen to music on stream. It's so fucking infuriating, dude. Because you get hit with copyright, or if I get a shiny, I can't clip it out because I can't put a copyright music, in a YouTube short or in a YouTube video. So annoying. Is it Claro? I can't remember, but I like her a lot. I listen to her music a lot. I listen to Story So Far and that. Those are the two musics I listen to a ton. I listen to other stuff too, but those are the ones I like the most. Okay. Is it not? Oh, 1 second. Oh, not good. So, yep, never mind. The brake fluids are not working for my Jeep. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, well, I was pretty hopeful, and now I'm not so hopeful. That's not good. But yeah, I'll have to do. It sucks because my brother's toe's infected right now. He's at work and he has a doctor's appointment. But my mom got an interview somewhere, so she's all over the place right now. So let's see, sun setting. Okay. So we're in a pretty much a pickle. It is what it is. My mom's using my sister's car right now, I think. Her car's brakes are fucked. Dude, all her brakes are fucked on all her cars right now. They're not like horrible, like, you know, she can still drive it, just has to go slow and not put a lot of pressure on it. But, yeah, not good. Not good, one bit. Are my keys in are the keys in the Jeep? I don't think so. You found them? You found them?
To your car?
No, to your key. No, to your Kia.
Yes.
You found them?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, the car's at his house.
Oh, yeah, you didn't tell me that. Wait, how'd you get there? You got a battery?
Jumped it.
Oh.
But it won't stay started.
Yeah, you need a battery.
I know, but he's got the tools at his house.
Yeah, okay, but are you getting a battery is what I'm asking. Okay. Okay, that's all I'm trying to figure out, Mom. I know. But I'll okay, I'll see ya. Ay, dude. Talking to a woman is so crazy. Talking to a woman can be so crazy. I ask her, hey, where's your... You know, she's flustered right now, which is fine. But this is like this. Talking to a woman is all times like this. It's like, okay, you find your car keys, and she doesn't like say anything. And then I'm like, did you find are the car keys your car keys in my Jeep? Because sometimes she'll put my car keys in her Jeep if she's using my Jeep. And she goes, yeah, I got them right here. I'm like, okay, so you got the Kia car keys. And she goes, no, I got your car keys. I'm like, no, do you have your car keys? She goes, I have your car keys right here. I'm like, no, do you have your Kia car keys? Were they in my Jeep? And she goes, no, it's all the way over at your cousin's house right now. I'm like, come on. I just want to know if you found the keys for your Kia. It's fucking silly. It's silly. Sorry, I was trying to. I should message SoulClick to tell him I'm streaming right now. I'm just gonna add the Discord because I don't know if he knows I'm streaming, because I can't reply to people while I'm streaming, especially when I'm shy hunting. It's hard. But dude, I gotta go bathroom. What the fuck? Those chicken nuggets making my stomach upset. Yeah, but I feel bad for him. She has a lot on her plate right now, and I wasn't really doing too much of a nice thing, kind of arguing with her right there. I was trying to get to the point, but it seemed like it was an argument. I just want to know if she had her keys, and she wasn't grasping what I was saying because she's flustered, and she probably didn't fully hear what I was saying. She's kind of like a little deaf too. But I'm gonna link the stream. I think I'm gonna. Oh man, I'm so salty that my fucking car's fucked. I can't go to the gym now today. That's fucked up. Yeah, my mom has an interview for a place that I think she wants, but she can't go because she has to take my brother to the doctor's because he has an infection in his foot and it's been fucking him up. So I'm hoping she'll make it to her place. I think the place she wants to go to, she really wants, because it pays decent, better than the other places, and it's only 2 days a week, 12-hour shifts, I believe. And she can still work at another place and possibly still get like some type of help with until she gets a better like situation. So we'll see. Oh, Flareon. Oh, you know I love Flareon. You know I love Flareon. You know I love Flareon. How you doing, man? How are you? How are you? Good morning. I gotta go to the bathroom, but I don't feel like getting up and going to the bathroom. When I get a shiny, I'll go to the bathroom. That worked yet last time. I said I'll go to the bathroom. I get a shiny, and I got like 20 minutes later. 40 minutes in the stream, and we got one shiny. It's a shitty shiny fletchling for the 50th time. Not too bad. So sad. Ooh, Tepig. That's one of the goals right now is Tepig, the hippos. My biggest goal is an alpha in the center that's wicked. That would be awesome. A cool alpha, a rare alpha, like a Metagross shiny would be... excuse me, sorry. Wicked. We're looking for Squirtle, we're looking for Charmander, we're looking for Tepig. If I get Charmander, Tepig, and Squirtle, I'm going to go for the Froakie, Fennekin, and Chespin, I believe, sadly. I gotta then do all those, because I should get all the starters. Getting some early morning drawing. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm doing some early morning shiny hunting. I kind of don't want to stream too long. I want to take a nap, so I'm still tired. I went to bed at like 4 and woke up at like... what time is it right now? Yeah, about like 7:30, maybe. And then I started streaming 40 minutes ago at like 9:40. And I want a bit more sleep. The goal was to stream for 3 or 4 hours for people that have the UK, Australian time zone. And then go to bed, wake up, go to the gym, then stream at like 5 or 6 for people in the US. But can't do that because my fucking brakes broke on my car. And they're cooked. And I'm fucked now. So instead, I'm just gonna, I guess, do nothing. I'm almost in like the mindset I'm gonna have to just buy weights and like work out on stream. But weights cost a lot of fucking money. So I could probably like put up a donation goal for weights so I can work out on stream. I'd probably get people that would want to support it. But right now it's like, I don't know. Because the weights I would get probably from like Amazon or something. Because they probably got a deal. Because normally how it works is that for every pound you buy, it's like $1. So if I bought a 25-pound dumbbell, it would be about $25. And I'd probably need like a 20, 25, 30 at the minimum. Because I have to build up, like I can lift stuff, but the problem is I don't do dumbbell workouts as much. So my body's not used to the dumbbell weight distribution. I can do like for the reps I do, I normally do about 25 to 30 in the weight range for when I do my workouts on dumbbells, but I only started doing them recently. But yeah, I don't know. I'll do a lot of back workouts and neck workouts, I think, if I get them, because that's what I normally use dumbbells for, is targeting my traps and whatnot. But point being, if I can't go to the gym, I gotta do something. I'll join a bit, just clipping the last stream. By the way, if anyone has times with Shines and other CA streams, DM me so I can clip them. Yeah, I appreciate it. And so, like when like you said, because I seen your message, I couldn't message you because I'm streaming. Well, you're about to leave, probably you won't hear it. But in case you still have it on, it's okay to clip funny parts before and a little bit after, leading up to the shiny, or even parts during the stream is fine. As long as they work right, and they look, it's a good clip to see. So I'm like fine with that, because there's a lot of moments where when clipping, I have a lot of funny moments before it by like a minute or so. Oh my gosh, dude. I need more water. I should have got more water. That's my bad. I fucked up. I should have got water. Damn, my brother. I hope his toe's okay, or his foot. It's infected right now. And I'm not sure why it's infected, but it's infected right now. And hopefully it'll go well, because he had to take the work off yesterday because it hurt too much. And hopefully it's nothing too bad. Shit, dude. There we go. At first I thought, Maybe his magnesium. What the hell? What the fuck? Okay, we're good. My controller just randomly disconnected. That was fucking weird. And now I got some drift. That's awesome. At first I thought maybe it's his magnesium, but then when we figured out it was infected, it's like, oh, well, it's not his magnesium. Because if you don't have magnesium, certain parts, especially your feet, will like start hurting extremely bad. That happened to my mom recently. Because her magnesium's level's extremely low. Whoa. Yep, that's it. That's my boy. That's that dude. I was like, there's something wrong with that motherfucker, dude, and he ain't normal. That motherfucker ain't real. That's crazy. Oh, shit, don't be doing this, dude. Let me just chill for a bit. Let me figure out what you need to be caught in, dude. Ooh, netball, bro. You kidding me? Netball, baby. That'd be the best. Got him. That's awesome. Aggron. I never had shiny Aggron. I had shiny Larions and Aarons, but I never had shiny, fuck me, dude. Oh, fuck. I'll have it muted for now, see you in a bit. Yeah, it's funny because as I said they're gonna mute it, I get a shiny. What I'll ask people to do is when I get shinies, if they're in the Discord, just put the timestamp of the Discord. I'll tell them of the shiny and whatnot. I should have saved it. I didn't, but this. But I didn't save it. And I swear to God, he better come back. That motherfucker better come back. That motherfucker better. I better not fail that. That motherfucker better come back right now. You better fucking. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You ain't leaving. That's crazy. That was scary. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. We're good. We're good. We're good, Cosmic. We're good. We're good. We're good. I was scared. I haven't had a day shift shiny yet, so I didn't know how it worked. If it worked like Legends Arceus, where it subs out a Pokemon until then. Ooh. I got Slowpoke and Arbok last night, back to back. It was insane. It was insane. I like the Arbok hunt. A lot of hunts, a lot of Pokemon. That was close. That was goated. That was awesome. Okay, let me clip that. Let me put the not clip it. Let me put the timestamp. 40. We'll say 46. That was good. Very good, me. I did a good job, me. Yeah, Legend Arceus Shine Sparkle. It's frustrating that it's still there because it gives me flashbacks to when I would fail things. I failed a Badoo so far in this game. I need to go get me some more. I'm gonna go get me some more netballs in a bit. I saw that too. I saw that was shiny. I'm like, that's not right. That's not right. And then, sure enough, it wasn't. He was shiny. The shiny's okay. I feel like he looks better in other games. I do like the colors to some extent, but I feel like he looks better in other games. I forgot to throw out the Pokemon. Soon I'm going to start just having, like, no Pokemon in my inventory except for, like, 2. Because I hate having to go into my boxes and switch around. I wish there was, like, a feature, like a button you could push that'll just pop out your last caught Pokemon even if it's in your boxes just to show it off. Like, you know, Fortnite has emotes. They should do some type of emotes that let you do that. Like your last caught shiny. Do you know how hard that would fucking go, dude, if Pokemon did something like that? Where it had online play in, like, a game like this. Where people could come up and you could just fucking do an emote that pops out your last shiny. And have some, like, crazy, like, you know, emotes with that. That's great. That's a great moneymaker right there. That's a great moneymaker right there, by the way. But they won't. They won't. They never would. Heartbreaking. Have it to where you can't show off Pokemon that were traded to you through that are shiny or something like that. Or have it to where you can't, like, you know, get hacked bonds. Count towards that. That'd be so cool just to be like, pop, and then you throw out your shiny, it sparkles, and then, like, fireworks happen after. Dude, that'd be so cool to do stuff like that, but they're cowards and they would never. No, I would love, like, a Pokemon MMORPG type of game. Where it's just online and shiny hunting's like 1 in 8,000, like it, you know, was in the old days, and kind of be like overworld shinies and whatnot. make a new rare shiny where it's like 1 in 21,000 to have value. Have a marketplace where you can, trade, so that way people can make money off the Pokemon company and actually, it be good. I think one of the best things an MMORPG company can do is have things where you can sell without trade limits. So then, like, I could give you like $10 for your like shiny Garbodor. That would be awesome. I feel like that's, and have it to where it's a dedicated server so people can't hack. Have dedicated servers where you can't import anything from prior games. It's a brand new system. You can import them to Pokemon Bank, but they can't import anything to that game. That'd be like the easiest thing they could do. Like that'd be so awesome, man. But the problem is they'd have to find a good combat system that people want to keep playing. But what you could do is make it like a RuneScape type game where you have like tons of like levels and you have to like foraging for berries could be a thing, and you get rare berries and you can make potions, so you get like herbology with berry harvesting. You get foraging, you get herbology. That'd be awesome. Tree cutting, using Pokemon to help you cut trees and whatnot while you're also cutting trees, and certain Pokemon can cut certain trees, and they could do so many cool things to make a nice MMORPG that's kind of like a slice of life with a bit of a PvP, PvE content too, raids. Because they have Gigantamax raids, they have fucking Mega raids, they have Terra raids. You could make so many unique fucking raid systems and make a game so fun that is an online experience through computer. The problem is they'd want to always link it to their Nintendo Switch, and it end up not running as good. Because most people can fucking run games now. Like most people have like laptops and they could play it. And then eventually you can port it over to a Switch once it gets, basic setup and whatnot. Like Genshin Impact, how it can go on like multiple different systems, and the phone even. So they need to do something like, I feel like that's cool like that. That can have like a cool microtransactions where it feels justified spending money on skins. Just don't make it to where you can get shiny Pokemon through like buying it. That'd be ridiculous. I feel like that's what they would go with though. Make it to where like your cosmetics for certain cosmetics you'd have to pay. Make it to where you can like get a lot through grinding, but also you can make it through you get some really cool custom ones that you can pay for. You know what I mean? They could do so much, man. They could do so much with an MMORPG game for Pokemon. Like you end up getting a shiny Pokemon, you get shiny like wool or something, or shiny fibers you could say for that Pokemon, and you can make an outfit out of it. One piece, so then if you get another one, you can get another piece to the outfit, and that'd be so cool. Can you imagine having a full shiny outfit for like an evolution? That'd be so cool. But no, they don't want to. Like I think about Pokemon Battle Revolution, I think it was, where there was no shiny Pokemon inherently. There was kind of, I think, a few through like rented teams, but it was also if you battled certain people, they had shiny outfits for their Pokemon. They had like a shiny Groudon outfit and whatnot. And they just need to do stuff like that again. They need to do fucking like cool things. And I feel like an MMORPG can totally have full customization and have it to where it has a big marketplace for people that want to play and spend the money on it. I'd pay like, $10 to $15 a month for a high-end MMORPG Pokemon game, like a subscription base. If it's phenomenal, have the game free, but you just have to pay $15 a month to have all the memberships access. Do free to play, but have it restricted to where you don't get as much spots in your bank or your inventory, your storage. Dude, they could do so much. Have it to where you can only have like probably like we'll say 20 Pokemon storage box, and if you pay the premium, you get like 100. Shit like that. They could do so much with the Pokemon RPG or MMORPG, like massive multiplayer online game. Oof. And I think if they like fleshed out this system with this game and actually made it more complex and more simplistic, they could totally. I mean simplistic in user experience, but yet complex in like Pokemon moves, stats, and movements and models, and they could have a really fun Pokemon experience for that. But no, they don't. They're fucking dumb, dude. They fucking suck. They suck. Yeah, I think you'd have to like boost the odds to 1/8,000 at the bare minimum for an MMORPG, overworld type of shiny hunting game that has a market because goodness gracious. The big thing I think would be just making sure they have dedicated servers to where people can't hack in shinies or, you know, exploit them. Because, man, making shinies have value with an online game would be so crazy again. But I feel like they would still, like, fuck up. I still feel like they'd get too greedy and they would make it go to shit. Ooh, look at that Skarmory, bro. Very cool. I love the Skarmory's intimidating. Like a giant metal robot looking bird. Tinfoil bird. Coming down and pecking out your eyes. I wonder if like there's because cats have really crazy eyes. I wonder if any animals like see their eyes reflect at night and see like the fine detailing in them and like want to like, you know, peck them out and steal them. I wonder if like any birds do that type of shit. But birds are they gonna get preyed on by cats. So I assume they don't, but it doesn't mean they don't see and go, wow, that's a cool little orb in that person's face. That's a cool orb in that person's animal's visage. I want to peck out its eye. I want to use pluck and get me that eye. Pluck's a move, I think, right? Like it like picks a berry out of the Pokemon if they have it and they eat it and they use it. So if your opponent has a berry, it'll pick it, do damage to the person, and then it'll eat the berry. And I think if it has a berry, it does more damage too. I could be completely wrong and just thinking about something else. I think there's something like that. 20% off Lego sets. Wow. I should have gotten to Lego, dude. I should have gotten to Lego and selling Lego. That market's insane, dude. That's shmoney right there, dude. That's shmoney, that's money, that's golden. I like Star Wars Legos because I like the Clone Wars era. But I don't really care for Legos. They're too baby to me. That's why Mega Bloks were cool. They had like real, like highly articulated minifigures and really cool designs. And they just completely stomp Halo. Like their military lines are so good. But you know, Lego's family friendly and people like don't really care all that much for the minifigures as much as they do for the creations they're making. Where I'm the opposite. I like the minifigures more so than the creation I'm making. The other day I saw custom made Legos of like just like, you know, any type of custom made ones, and then they had one with a girl with huge tits. I was like, what the hell? Like a Aphrodisi's type, like a Greek god type shit. She's had huge molded tits, like not printed, but they were actually made in huge on a Lego figure. I'm like, that's crazy. I kind of want it. I kind of want a big titted Lego figure. Because it wasn't just a sticker, it was a mold, 3D printed or something, or probably plastic because, you know, they can't really 3D print like that, I don't think, without having mold lines easily. Maybe it's resin printed. But it was so funny. Like, I immediately thought I should buy those and sell those because it was from like China and Japan, and we don't have that many American sellers that do that type of stuff sometimes. So I'm like, the market's there. People just don't know about the product. People don't know about the product, so I need to buy it and sell it. So funny. It was so funny. That's one way to make money. Yeah, that's one way to make money. The amount of money I'm willing to make to do the things I want to do, I'll be fine. I would gladly. I like selling weird things. It's fun. It's a little embarrassing, you know. You tell people, "Oh, what do you sell?" Books. What are the books? Adult books. Oh, like horror. Yeah. Because you'll be disgusted by what I sell. It's funny. The people be kind of weird, dude. The people can be kind of weird. Not gonna lie. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I like selling like mini body pillows for action figures. Those are the funniest ones ever. It's like your action figure has a mini body pillow. It's so silly. Like I have a Sonic action figure, and I have no, I have a Knuckles. I mean action figure, and I have Rouge the Bat body pillow. It's like this big, and the figure's about the same size, and I have him cuddling it often. It's so funny. And then I have a lot of other silly things like that. A lot of other silly things like that. Mm. Yeah, I like Claro. Is that the name? I think it's Claro. That's the girl's name, the artist's name. I like a lot of her songs. But then there's songs I don't really care for too much. I don't really relate as much. I'm like, eh, you suck. But no, I like a ton of her songs. I watch another person, streamer, when I do watch other streams. You guys won't like it. It's like very political to some extent. But they love like Claro, and it cracks me up. And I'm like, that's some good shit. I started listening to them because of that guy, and I really do like Claro a lot. I'd like to see her sometime live, but probably won't for a long time. I used to go to concerts all the time. I used to go to concerts, to the shows. Used to be into music, but as I got older, I didn't care as much about music because I realized a lot of it's like kind of fake, and a lot of people are kind of goofy. And the music scene's kind of goofy. They're not like real people. They're like manufactured outrage to like online, and they don't really like get that people can have other opinions than them. And you know, music doesn't have to always speak to the soul in like a political way, because it's not always going to be like that. And it's, you know what I mean? So I just kind of got out of the music scene. I went, dude, you guys suck. I can't make a joke no more without people being down my throat. So I just don't like. Whoa, Tyranitar. Ooh, it's raining. That means the Goomy can evolve right now. Goomy can evolve. Well, not Goomy, but Sligoo. Sligoo can evolve into Goodra. The Goodra. I wonder if Meeks is gonna stop by. They might be busy right now. Who knows? I wonder if they got my notification that I'm live. You never know. Andrea, she's probably at work still, sadly. So she probably can't, she can't do stuff. Dude, my hands are greasy from the chicken nuggets I had earlier. I can't have any. I can eat some fruit, but I can't have any more food because I had about probably 700 some calories in chicken nuggets. Some shitty protein, but decent enough protein. Not really. And then so I can have like a fruit and then maybe some chicken tonight and a bit more fruit. I'm just so I'm so all over the place with my emotions right now because my brakes go out last night. Then we figure out, oh, it's actually ran out of brake fluid. Oh, so it's an easy fix. We fill the brake fluid up. Guess what? It's not fixing it. So I'm probably out of a car for the foreseeable future. They're fixing my mom's old car, but it does have brake problems too. Her current car has brake problems. All our fucking cars have brake problems, bro. Like, the fuck is going on with our lives? So, we might be able to fix her brakes, though. My sister's husband can possibly fix them, so I'm praying. Because I think it's only brake pads, and that's like maybe $50 or so. And we're just in such a bad situation right now. It's like, fuck, dude. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. But, it'll be fine. I mean, at least we're healthy for the most part, in the sense, it could be a lot worse. Oh, let's see. Dude, I love Crocodile, dude. He looks so cool when he's an alpha. When he's smaller, he kind of looks a little dumb. He looks okay, but an alpha Crocodile, like, dude, some Pokemon, all they have to do is just be bigger, and they're 100 times better. They're 100 times cooler, and it makes them actually feel like they are intimidating and evil and sinister and fucked up. Dude, oh, so cool. I collect blockies. Here's the thing, I don't really collect them because I don't have the money to collect them right now. I buy them, I sell them, but I have a few blockies I get to keep, and I'll eventually keep them once I get into a better financial situation, other than just sell them all the time. But I collect the blocky Pokemon figures, and they're so cool, and they have such good articulation for being so cheap, and they're really high quality for being so cheap, compared to like the SH Fig Art versions, which cost like so much more. But with that being said, they have some pretty good ones. I got like a Charizard, Cerulege, excuse me, Meowscarada, Lucario, Scyther, Snorlax. They have a lot of really cool ones. And I'm hoping they'll make, like, whenever I see really sweet, wicked Pokemon, I'm like, please make that. But then I realize there's so many cool Pokemon they have to make still. They gotta make Salamence, they gotta make fucking Haxorus, they gotta make Tyranitar still, which I feel like they're gonna make them pretty soon. They gotta make Megas still. Like, there's just too many Pokemon to have be made into products. It's sad. It's so sad, dude. I would love to see so many Pokemon made into figures, but it won't happen anytime soon. They might be releasing in the future, because they had prototype images of shiny Pokemon of all Pokemon they made, like Riolu, Charizard. I forgot what other ones they had, but man, it'd be so wicked to get a shiny Charizard figure finally, like an official one. They did before, back in like 2003, around when Johto was 2001 maybe. I can't remember. No, it was either Johto or Master Quest. I think it was Johto because it had like Scyther, Apom, Venusaur, Meganium, I think. They had a whole bunch of like weird ones. Tyrogue was one. I want to get them, but I just don't have the money. They're expensive, especially like that Heracross, especially Charizard Heracross. They're like anywhere from like $200 to like up to like I think $600. That's so awesome though. The one thing I wish I had like a talent at, I wish I could like make things with action figures a lot better than what I can right now. I wish I could like paint really well action figures. I wish I could do a lot of shit like that. I think about if I had like the ability to do one thing, it'd probably be customizing and creating like figures and other such things like dolls. Even like Monster High dolls. I would love to be able to make custom outfits for them. Because I respect the Monster High dolls. I just am not a collector because they cost too much, and also I'm not really, you know, it's kind of too girly for me. But I love the idea of designing for stuff like that. I'm just not a designer, so I would never be able to make something cool. I don't have the vision. I need to see outfits, and then I can pair stuff to look cool. But if I don't, then I can't just envision making an outfit. But you know, I like the idea of being a creator of that type of stuff. It'd be so cool. So cool. Come on now. Where's some fucking shinies at, boys? Show yourself. Show yourself, cowards. We might go back to Pyroar. I'm not sure if Cosmic was here last night when I was doing the Pyroar hunt. But we got a Digger's Beat through the ground. It was wicked. And then we had nothing. And then we spent like 2 hours with no luck, even though we had super crazy encounter rates. You'd see like 13 Pokemon every like 30 seconds. But I wouldn't get no shinies. It was so sad. I still got no shinies. Which makes sense. I was still under odds, I believe. But it's just a point of I wish I could have gotten a Pyroar Alpha. Or really, I want a Mawile Alpha. That'd be awesome. A shiny Mawile Alpha would be so amazing. Yeah, it was cool because it's underground and it sparkles before you even go to the mound. So it's pretty easy to hunt it. You don't have to check each time. Eclipse in an ongoing stream due to constantly changing time in the live section of the ones. Yeah, you don't got to do it in stream right now. You can wait till it's after stream. The only time I will say that I want one is if it's very important. Oh my god, that's crazy. I saw it, but I was like, no, that can't be real. But it fucking was, bro. He was talking about, I can't find the shinies. Look at you, we found the shiny. That's Quasi Chiquita. I need one more for Meganium. Wow. I'll put it in the timestamp still. So you don't gotta do the ones right now. I only want ones when they're very important. Come on, you motherfucker. There we go. I couldn't do it. There. Whoops. It meant to be an hour and 9, not 1:09. Timestamp. So what I do is that we're at an hour and 9 minutes into the stream right now, or now it's an hour and 11 minutes, and oh, gotta save. And with that happening, if someone wants to clip it out, they need to know the exact time later. So yeah, that's what I need timestamps for. Yeah, I got Chikorita, then I'll evolve up to Bayleaf, and I need one more for Meganium. Okay, cool. I'll look at them later only because I can't do it right now. I wish SoulClick had like a nice phone that would like have a. I don't know if he has a good enough phone to run CapCut. If he had a good enough phone to run CapCut, I could totally have him do my edits and whatnot, and it would be really wicked. Because on CapCut, it's super easy to edit stuff, and it's I could like take a 3-minute clip and get it like edited out in like probably 10 minutes for like a basic edit. But I'll probably have to do that later. I'm streaming, and then when I get done streaming, I mostly want a nap, so it sucks when I have to go back and edit. You can see if it's on the iPad. It might be on the iPad, honestly. The iPad might be able to download CapCut. That's why I use it on my iPhone. Ooh, DaVinci is nice. It's just that it's not as fast. It's a lot more complex, and it is a good software, but I used to have DaVinci. I used to do DaVinci. DaVinci? But can't do that now because I lost the license, and I think it's still free, but I'd have to download it. It'd be a fucking mess. Because what you could do is you could clip it out the whole little segment, send it to a Google Drive, and then download it onto your iPad, put it into into CapCut, and to edit really fast. But, you know, DaVinci might even be... Oh, whoa, don't tell me. Is that shiny? No, it's not. God damn it, I thought it was a shiny fucking Alakazam. It looks fucking weird, does it not? Because of the fog. It looks fucking weird. I knew it didn't have the little purple vest. His little gay homo vest, but... It looks fucking weird. Let's see. Yeah, it's better exactly for complex editing. I hated editing. I hated it at first, but then it got super easy, and I was like, okay, it's not that big of a deal for me. I don't do crazy edits. I would love to have someone that does a whole bunch of funny edits for me, and a whole bunch of complex edits, but and not really complex in a sense, like just having like certain pop-ups and like memes pop up with in the middle of it, you know, like zoom-ins and whatnot. I don't do that because I don't have the patience to do all that. I would love to do that, but I don't have the patience. But with that being said, CapCut's just faster because you can just use your fingers and you just go like boop, 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 and it gets done. DaVinci's better because you can import directly from your computer right there and go through and do it. I used to use DaVinci, and DaVinci's better if I'm going to upload a video onto YouTube rather than make a TikTok, because if I make a TikTok, you gotta change the ratio of it and turn it into long ways, which is easy. You just put aspect ratio, and then you just form it to where you can see like when he sees the shiny and whatnot. I mostly do it like this. I put the game right here, and then the camera up here. So I pretty much what I do is I make 2 separate videos. So I do the video and I do an overlay, and I make the camera to where it's perfectly there, and I make the game below it, and it's awesome. Should PC add rather than and you can do that in DaVinci too. You just change the aspect ratio to be in the format of a TikTok video, which is like its whole entire thing. I forgot the aspect ratio, but it's like I think like 1980 by like 1280 or something compared to the opposite. It's like you flip it around. And yeah, it's not too hard once you figure out it, but it's just. And you can, if you ever want to like do edits too for me, and you can use DaVinci, that's awesome too. I'm just saying, CapCut's just easier, but you can kind of like sit down on a bed and do it. Let's upload to have 13 clips. Okay, awesome. Thanks, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'll probably edit out the best ones and then post them, and then I'll work on the other ones later. The problem with being like when you're streaming so much, I just don't have time to edit. That's my biggest problem. So I need to, if I could find like a person that just wants to edit, that'd be goated. Meek said she'd be looking, she would look into doing something like that for me. So maybe I can convince her. Like, Meek, I'll show you my brown starfish, my chocolate starfish. Yeah, I'll give you something in the server for Clipper. I'm gonna rehaul my server soon. I'm gonna rehaul my server and give everyone the right what's it called, roles. I'll give everyone the right roles. What's that? Ooh, VIP tanning. Wow, whoa, what the fuck? That Garbodor looked crazy. He was pissed off, dude. That was crazy. Oh no, he's gonna hit me. But yeah, I'm gonna overhaul it. I might give people permission to just do all the stuff they want for me in there, because it's too much to do for one man that hates technology. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a YouTube mod soon. Very soon. You're right on the cusp. I just do it right now. I can just do it right now. I was thinking, I was like, I don't have the, honestly, I was like, I don't have the YouTube up, but I realized I do have the YouTube up. Can manage blocked words, change chat modes in live chat, skip it as standard moderators. I'll give you standard moderator right now. And then when you've proven yourself to be the ultimate Clipper / editor, if you ever want to become an editor, I'll give you the editing power. I'll give you the higher ranking mod. There you go. Appreciate it. There's 2 types of mods now, which is kind of crazy. Like a more high-tiered one. That time I was reincarnated as a low-tier mod on my journey to be high-tier mod. That's so... Whoa, what the fuck are you doing over there, Lucario? You using sword dance, man? Come on, dude. You can't be dancing with swords. We went over this. And just shows Lucario riddled with like cuts all over his body because he doesn't know how to actually use swords. He just keeps cutting himself on accident whenever he dances with them. Dude, if this VIP tanning sends me another fucking message, I'm gonna freak out. My mom, she sometimes will tan. I'm like, stop tanning, dude. That's not good for you. Because, you know, she's a woman and wants to be like, oh, I don't like being super pale and white. It's like, dude, shut up. So she'll go to like the VIP tanning place, and she had to use my number once to get like a discount. And I'm like, dude, fuck off. I get like every couple days I get a VIP tanning notification, a text message, and it makes me so annoyed. I'm like, man, I thought it was someone that actually cared about me, not VIP tanning. I get so many Indian scammers in my text messages. It's so awesome. I'm so loved. The Indian scammers really do love me, honestly. Towns reincarnated as Reddit, yeah, admin. I bet someone would make that, but then they'd get sued by Reddit right away. Reddit would be like, "Did you ask us for this? We would have done it for free, but did you ask us for this? To use our likelihood? We don't think so." Fucking hate Reddit, bro. Hate Reddit so much. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! No. There we go. People asked me if I would make a Chrissyco Chris, our Chrissyco Chris, which I thought about at one point. But then I'm like, no, because what if someone just goes in there and starts becoming an asshole because I crash out on them on stream? And then they try to crash out on me. I'm not doing all that. No, it really is a shithole. Most places are shitholes. I don't mind. I like Twitter, but also I hate Twitter. At least it's like a good shithole. You know, the kind you want to put your tongue on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. That would have been a really good time to get shiny, honestly. That would have been a really good shiny. Ooh, that looked crazy for a second, that Bulbasaur did. I'm at the point now where if they end up making, like, shinies this easy, you might as well make another rare shiny variant at this point. I don't like the idea of 2 shinies, because then I have to hunt the Pokemon twice. But at the same time, I kind of want to have a more exotic rare shiny variant. I never was like that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly what he put. That should look good. Nope. Dude, where the fuck is Squirtle at, man? Ooh, Chandelure! That's so good. I don't know why I wanted to look at it more. I already know it wasn't shiny. Two puzzle chains to a common gun of my rat dude when he's done. Hell yeah. Awesome. That'll be good. That's crazy. I like the idea of a rat action figure. I've seen a few of them. Not like a Master Splinter or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but I mean like a rat monster, like a rat sorcerer, or like a warrior, or a rat like thief, or like a rat scavenger, like a fantasy rat figure, a medieval fantasy rat figure. Would be kind of cool. That'd be awesome. Oh, Furfuro. I want a rat milk. I want a rat milk. You know, there's a company called Lato Toys. I wonder if they'll ever make that. They made a fox girl, somewhat of a cowgirl, but not like she doesn't have like the face of a cow. She got like the ears and the jugs of a cow. They made a cat girl recently that looks like a cat, you know, like actually like a cat. Then they're making something else I don't remember, but I wonder if they'll one day make a rat girl. Excuse me. And she'll pop up and be like, "Cheese to meet you. Cheese to meet you." Ugh. I got indigestion from those fucking chicken nuggets, bro. Man, hurry up and be fucking shiny, Glaceon. If I get a shiny Glaceon, I'm gonna Glaceon. Now that sounds bad. I meant like I'm gonna glaze it like it's cool. Not like I'm gonna, you know. That's crazy. I didn't mean like in a weird way. I didn't mean like a weird way, dude. Come on. Stop putting words in my mouth. Come on, man. Fuck, they're still alive. I was like, where the hell are they? Let me see here. Oh, fuck me. Who hit me? Who the hell's at me, bro? Excuse me. I just started up about an hour and a half ago. I streamed for about 10 hours last night. I stopped at like 3 or 4 o'clock because I was tired. I then went to bed, woke up and went, hey, I should do something. And then I immediately regret it because I'm tired again. So I got like 2 hours in me, maybe 2.5 hours. It's fucked up. I'm not sure you're here for it, but my fucking brakes went out yesterday on my Jeep. So my Jeep's fucked now. My mom's brakes are fucked on her car. We have a third car. It's a Kia Soul. We're getting the battery fixed on it, but their brakes are not that good on it. The problem though is that my mom can get her brakes fixed, which she probably will get new brake pads, and they'll be fixed for my sister's husband will help. But my car's like fucked. We thought it was a brake fluid, so I'm like, oh, it's just a brake fluid because it's completely out. And then, sure enough, it's not that. So my car is fucked, dude. And I don't even know how much it costs to fix brakes like that. So I'm not even trying to fix that right now. It's like the bottom of my priority list. I just won't have a car for a while, which sucks ass. But if we fix the Kia, then that'll just be my car for a while. My mom has a truck. I have a Jeep. Then we have a Kia Soul. I don't even know how to drive that Kia Soul, so I have to learn how to fucking drive that Kia Soul. And it won't turn on, and now I'm hoping it's the battery. Oh! Yeah, it's probably, honestly, it could be the battery. Dude, my fucking Jeep has been through it, dude. I had to get a new ignition because my starter pretty much broke. Like, I had to get a new starter because the ignition was kind of fucked up. And then, ooh, nope, it's not. I thought it was a Shine, but he's more black, I think, than that. Like a darker blackish. That sucks about that, though. That's the worst. Like, oh, look, I pay off my car, and then it gets fucked. I feel like they like know when you're about to pay off your car, and like they send like some person over to fuck with it. I swear. At least, luckily, with my car, my Jeep, we paid for it in full, so we don't have to worry about all that bullshit. Luckily, with mine, it just sucks now because I have this fucking Jeep with no fucking brakes, and yeah, it is what it is. I'm just happy that she found out about it, my mom did, when she was in the neighborhood and not going that fast. Because that could have been bad. That could have been really bad, dude. I thought I heard a shiny noise. Did I hear a shiny noise? No. It sounded like it was in the distance. I really want to shine a Semi-Seer Alpha. Like, I don't even like Semi-Seer, but I think his shine is pretty good. It's like orange instead. Like, Semi-Seer looks kind of creepy. He looks cooler with the red eyes. Ooh, Alpha Tepig. I got a shiny Aggron a bit ago. It was cool. Shiny Fletchling, and shiny Aggron, and shiny Chikorita. I need one more Chikorita to finish the line. I feel like what's going to suck is that, like, the moment I evolve up my Chikorita to a Meganium and Bayleaf, the DLC is going to be like, yeah, you can just hunt Meganium now. I bet some bullshit like that's going to happen. Which will be cool, but also suck because I could have just kept Chikoritas as they are. I could have kept the Chikoritas as little babies. Oh, I just wish we got info on the DLC. Which I know they can't really do right now because people are already pissed off at this game, so they can't really push the DLC. Looks like a cat. Oh, do you know what? It does look like a cat. It looks like a weird cat monkey hybrid. That's what freaks me out. I used to hate him the most, but now I warmed up to him a bit. I like Simipour, I think, the most. Even though he does look kind of weird. I used to not like Simipour at all. And Simisage, I don't really care for too much. He's like kind of weird. He looks kind of weird. Oh, dude, my eyes are fucked up right now. How many donos in a month to start the Poke D&D? 200 to 300. I don't know yet. I would maybe say a happy medium of like maybe 150. I have 10 from you, and I might put Sob's donation into it, but that might be for a different thing because I have to make sure that like it's the money spent right. But maybe maybe like 150 because that will cover at least 2 months probably of me want to do D&D. I would like to stream it like I did that one time, but it's kind of hard to stream. I don't know if I'm gonna have people do call-ins. I like the idea of people calling in, but also I'm in the living room now, and I don't want to have to fucking stream in the living room. But if people start going to work, then maybe I'll be home alone and I won't mind streaming and having calls. But yeah, I gotta figure it out. The problem is finding everyone's time and whatnot, and finding a schedule to fit everyone in to be able to do their D&D session. Because they'll probably end up going to like Saturdays and Sundays for a majority of them, because that's when people have off. And then we'll have little side campaigns Mondays through Fridays at some point, 1 or 2 side campaigns. Because it is fun. Pokemon D&D is fun. You don't even have to be like a roleplay person and like, you know, act a character. You can just do your interactions and be content. The call-ins also have to be a select few. Wait, if you do call-ins, also have to be a select few, like only like a few people going at a time. We have a few people in the call-ins. We have quite a few people. It's that they have to know when to take their turns and when to not be. My big thing is that. Oh, I thought that was a shiny Garbodor. Like, whoa, why you again? People have to realize that they're not the main character, but there can be moments where they're kind of the main character, in the sense if I give them like a little side notification, look at. It's time for it's your time to shine. You're gonna have better luck this time than other people in this area. You're gonna be semi the main character, man, for this mission. That's fine. But people get that like, I'm the main character, I control the story, and I don't like that when people do that. So we didn't have that really happen last time, which is good, and I like that. So next month, okay, yeah, we'll try to start next month like even if I get a job, it'll be a part-time job, so I won't be super swamped. And that'll be able to, donation will be able to subsidize. What I would like to do is I would like to have it to where people, I can make like a character, like when people make their characters, I can make like a custom trainer with action figures for them if they donate a certain amount. I keep the figure, obviously, but I can have it on display. So, if, for example, if I had a rat figure, it could be Soul Click, and I could put on some like custom stuff, you know, to make it look like more of his character. If Crystal wanted to donate for their trainer, they could tell me I could make a custom, you know, thing for them. But that's neither here or there. I'm not going to overpromise and underpromise. It's just that I'm willing to start it as long as people are willing to put the funds up. Yeah, okay, we're good. And I think I'm gonna try to control it a bit more to where, like, I like the idea of people getting Pokemon that they want, and like the thing is I have to make sure that, like, I don't know all the Pokemon typings anymore. I don't know what they're good against, what they're bad against. So before I make a little event, I'm gonna have to kind of like somewhat plan it out. Because I'm not gonna remember every type of what's super effective all the time, or if, you know, this Pokemon has a certain ability that could be unequated. So, for example, if you have Levitate, if I don't remember you have Levitate, you're gonna have to kind of like bring that up, saying, I use my, like, you know, fucking oh, okay, I heard something. My Pokemon ability, which you know, I use my Pokemon's attack, which works with their ability, so now they're at an advantage. Or, like, you know, you have to like bring up sometimes certain things you might. Because I can't remember every fucking Pokemon anymore. And honestly, I don't know if I want to do any of the new gen stuff, new gen Pokemon, because it's so, like, you know, it's so particular. And I think also I'll have legendaries, and there'll be a few of each legendary in the world, but only certain people will be able to get the legendaries. It'll be kind of like, maybe I might even have it to where it's like paid based. If you want to pay, you know, $10 to be the person to catch that legendary, maybe I'll do that because, you know, that's how you keep going with it. And then we'll have it to where a random legendary will spawn. It'll be like luck based or something, whether it be through like rolling dice or what have you. So we'll see. I'll try Dark and Fight, and that'd be cool. Dark and Fight would be wicked. Yeah, I'd probably do that. Make it a Zoroark. Make it a Zoroark. He is a mythical, but That makes sense. I mean, technically, you do have to somewhat pay for the mythicals. You don't ever have to pay for them inherently, but you know, they make you want to spend money whenever they give you mythicals out. They make them at like, you know, they make them through like GameStop most of the time. So it actually makes sense to have a, you know, a Pokemon have a semi DLC to it. Okay. Oh god, I fucking stuffy nose. I want to go to the Pyro area, but I just also don't want to go to the Pyro area. I don't want to open menus. Okay, we'll get things figured out. Do come the. I might start working on it tonight. I might start brainstorming. I wish I had a Crystal here to chat with her about some stuff, because she funded the last one somewhat, and she'll probably want to fund this one to get things rolling. We'll probably rehash the old stories again that we did that I can remember. Excuse me. We'll do like a revamp. Maybe they'll be good, maybe they won't be good, who knows. But there will be a redoing of the story to some extent. So it's just easier content for me, because, you know, when you're making stuff, it's a little bit hard, you know, to want to make tons of new stories, especially off the rip like that. Because a lot of the stories were just off the top of my head. They weren't planned. I just had an idea. And the ones I did have planned, they were pretty cool. They were pretty set up, and they worked pretty well. Like, I still want to do that, like, Kyurem event, or that whole entire, like, arc for Kyurem. That was wicked. We never got, I think we only did it a bit. I don't remember if we did it too much or not. But, when it comes to pre-planned stories, I need people just to follow the story and not try to question, or try to push the story in a different direction, because the stories are important to build the world and to progress and have a purpose for our D&D session. So I kind of want, like, to have that type of thing. Zora or Mindfu for a starter. Mindfo. I feel like Mindfo would be a better choice because he's not as rare. And I would probably choose Zoroark to put in the campaign more than I would put Mindfu, because I just wouldn't think about that Pokemon that much. Yeah, we never got... Okay, we stopped at Tropius, okay. At Tropius. Now the hunt go. How the hunt going? I got another Chikorita. I got an Aggron, so that's a new one. Yeah, I think I played out the story in my head for Kyurem. That's why I thought that. But I do have like the story still for the most part. I do have the ideas for them. But I think Mindfu would probably be better, and then for a starter, honestly, and then I would put Zorua in a area for you in particular. But it's all up to you. You can use Zorua as well. It doesn't really matter. I would say having more of a basic starter is a bit more fair, but I don't know what other people are going to pick, honestly. You never know what other people are going to pick. You never know. Because with Mindfu, it's like it's more accessible, and then you don't have like it's more special when you get that Zorua when it does appear and whatnot. And then you also have a chance for it to be shiny rolled and whatnot. So there's always that. I liked having the shiny charm. People paid for that. I remember Crystal paid for that. So what we'll do is that if you donate a certain amount, you'll get like the monthly perks, or the game perks plus a monthly perk. So if you donate like, you know, $10 a month, you'll get like, I don't know, maybe an extra bonus mission or something. And then if you donate at all, then you'll get a certain perks. Then if you donate a certain amount, maybe you'll get the shine charm or something. So I remember Crystal donated a lot to get the shine charm, which increased the rates to like 1 in 100, I think, when encountering, or like 1 in 200 or something when encountering Pokemon. Excuse me. Nope. How you doing, by the way, Angel? How are you? I'm thirsty. I'm about to get some water in a bit, guys, because I am thirsty. I can feel I'm getting dehydrated because my lips are getting kind of dry. And that's a good sign to tell if you're getting dehydrated, is that your eyes kind of start getting a little wonky. Your lips get a little bit dry. When, like, normally your lips should just always be kind of, like, soft and semi-moist. So say something, if it will be main story or side story, so we know. Yeah, no, I will. I will. There'll be main quests, and then there'll be side quests. And there'll be more side quests than main quests, I feel, because main quests take a lot longer to set up and need a lot more people to be established in it. Because then if someone misses too many main quests, it's like, well, you're not even a part of the story at that point, you know? So I need to make sure that people understand the severity of a main quest and how they might not be a main party character. Like, oh, still always starting to think of grind towards the shiny charm in the game, so it's going to take so long. Yeah. Yep. It'll be worth it, though. But you got to think about it like this. Just say you hunt something at full odds, 1 in 4,000. It takes you, 10 hours, whereas if you have the shiny charm, it might only take you, 4 hours. And compile that over the multiple hunts you're going to do throughout it. It's just like, having to waste about 20 hours to get the shiny charm will save is way better than the overall of trying to get all the, we'll say you're trying to get 15 shinies, 10 shinies. It's just a better thing to have than not to. It's worth putting all the time into it. Because you're going to put it into hunting regardless. And so it's okay if it's, set up. Oh, we got someone liked my post. That's cool. Yeah, so we'll see what ends up happening with D&D, Pokemon D&D. That looks so good, dude. I love Vanillux. He looks so good in this game. He looks good in this game, too. I love the cone. It looks so nice, that weird chromatic blue. But I also like the pixel version of it as well. I just like Vanillux. I love the idea of an ice cream Pokemon. It's so silly. It looks good. It look good. Damn, that should look good. I'll have to figure out a weapon system in the game too again. Try to make it to where it's a bit more. With me, I'd rather to be easier. I'd rather not have weapons really have an inherent power behind them, stat wise. More so, it's you get an iron sword. Okay, it's good. You get a steel sword. That's better. You get an adamant sword. Okay, that's better. Ideally, they get better. But more so, how much better they get is kind of complex to to gauge. So I would much rather have just the idea of the weapon stronger, or it has extra bonuses, or it has extra abilities. I feel like abilities with weapons will be better than just having a stat page. So you might get a demon sword that has the ability to burn, and it's stronger than your previous sword. You just know that you're going to be able to hit harder now, and that you can burn your target every once in a while on a trigger. Maybe, you roll a 6-sided dice, a 20-sided dice, and if it lands on 4 numbers out of that dice, then you burn the person or something. I want it not to be so complex where it's this has 30 attack, and now it has 35 attack. I'm like, no, that's too much. Too much thought into it. Is me dying. Yeah, it gets annoying. You might want to look into buying the plush upgrade that makes it so you don't die as much, because it does help. Yeah. There'll be things where I'm for example, you'll get defensive outfits, and maybe this outfit has it to where when you wear it, you can flames won't burn you, so a flamethrower won't hurt you. However, a flaming ball can still hurt you because the flame won't hurt you, but the ball aspect will crush you. So if someone used like a meteor attack, like a Draco meteor, the flame from the Draco meteor might not hurt you, but the meteor itself will fucking crush you. So you need to have like some type of heavy impact armor that's also fire resistant. And maybe everyone will have certain armor that you just slowly upgrade, or you have different sets of armor. And you can only carry one set of armor on you per quest or something, or maybe you can carry two. So you never know what could happen. It's best to, maybe scope out an idea of what could be at that. Because, like I said prior, we had like all those islands, which I think we will bring back that. Because also, Andrea got really good at making pixel art. Like, she was still good before, but she got very good at it. And she said she would make art for the D&D. And so I have all like the islands still. And I'll have it to where you can kind of like, you look at an island, you know that, okay, it's a Lunatone island, so it's going to be probably like something to do with like Lunatones, their typing, and probably Pokemon that, like, are with Lunatones, so probably Solrock will be there, here or there. You'll probably have like more space-like Pokemon. Maybe a Deoxys will appear there. Maybe you'll have Minior or Minor, whatever its name is. I think it's like Minor or Minor. I don't know, the Meteor Pokemon. Maybe you'll have other type of things. Maybe a Starmie will be there because I think they're from the So you can look at a place and kind of suggest like, oh, what could be at this area, and I probably will put it in there. And I'd even have it to where if you guys like talk between each other while walking on a quest, like theorizing, oh, we're on this island, it makes sense if something like this appears, so be on the ready in case it does. I might just be like, oh, that's a good idea, I didn't think about that. All of a sudden you'll get ambushed by that, or all of a sudden you'll walk upon a group of them. So maybe you'll say, oh, well, Clefairy, remember it's from the moon, so it being on like this type of space island, maybe we'll see a Clefairy here as like, you guys just talking amongst each other, and then you might stumble upon a Clefairy or something. Now, so I kind of have like those ideas that each island will have its purpose and why it's shaped off that Pokemon and whatnot, and I think we'll go back to it. Oh, if you're wondering also, Angel Wings, I am what we're talking about, because you probably came in with like, I don't really follow what's going on. I ran a Pokemon D&D, a Dungeons and Dragons, but Pokemon like 2 years ago, and we had a whole entire system set for it, and we had a whole bunch of lore for it, and we had like art for it. And what ended up happening was I just got busy, and then I got frustrated by it because some people didn't want to play all the time when they were supposed to, and it led to a lot of problems, and then I couldn't keep track of it, and I was dealing with too much. So I popped off. I popped off it. Yeah, you made a few too. Yep. I popped off it for a while, and now we're possibly going to start it up again within a month, maybe a month and a half. I'm going to look into it this month. I think, well, here's the thing. I had to dog sit the next couple days. Maybe I'll start theorizing ideas of what I want to do for it, essentially. And so right now we're just going to have a goal to start the D&D again. Yeah, no, you were fine, Soul. It's just a lot of other people had a lot of problems and whatnot, and I just didn't want to deal with it all, deal with the hassle of it all. I hope Lucas will come back and want to play, because Lucas, he enjoyed it, but he was getting like some anxiety during that time, and that's because he had a lot of stuff going on. So maybe this time he won't be so having to deal with anxiety, and he can actually play a bit more. But he said he had a ton of fun. It's just that he was getting anxious on a lot of things, and he just couldn't deal with it, which is fine. I'll probably have certain people run daily hunts again. Because I think Lucas liked making the daily hunts, where they had a chat log, and you guys had to roleplay in the chat log to hunt, essentially, and he could kind of dictate if you got the Pokemon or not, if it came out shiny. So we'll see. More mature, so more Horned and will be more so. Yeah, I think we'll probably do that, honestly. We'll probably do a more like, not so, I probably won't have like a Fuda situation again. And if I do, it'll probably be restricted to the Discord, because I think I want to make these streams public and then catalog them, and I don't want them to be kind of like on the wayside. So I'll have some like silly moments, but I think I'll kind of like make it more. It'll be an MA rated thing, as there'll be like violence, there'll be swearing, there'll be, you know, suggestive moments, but I think we'll tone down and not be so lewd at times to kind of drive a better story and not kind of alienate people not wanting to join it because they're afraid that they're gonna be, you know, put in a weird situation. I'm not saying we can't have, you know, weird moments or we can't have funny moments, but I think we'll probably have the more relaxed, you know. Yeah, exactly. And no more Cosby pills to be put into drinks. No more moments of beyond silly, unadulterated, silly Billy stuff. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, something like that where it's like in the Discord there'll be sections where you can have your silly weird moments with your characters, but we're gonna keep it within, I think, the Discord, not be so weird because I don't want to alienate people from not wanting to join. I don't want people to get alienated and not wanting to join, you know. His idea is that the only way that this is going to be able to survive is if we do people that donate. And I think we'll start low. We'll start with like a $5 monthly donation. If you do a $5 monthly donation, you get like a special, I don't know, bonus of some sort. You get special Pokeballs. I don't know. You'll get something that makes it to where it makes sense that you want to donate to it. The thing is just getting people to feel like they have a purpose to donate and whatnot. I think what we'll do for like a shiny charm as an aesthetic item, a cosmetic, it'll be like you paid $25 or $30 a month and you get the shiny charm plus a whole bunch of other perks, special mission for you and or the people that are in the exclusive era. I think it would be best to do not an exclusive mission for people that do $25, $30. More so it'd be an exclusive mission for the people that do that. And then if you pay the higher amount, you get a special mission for yourself because it's a lot to make a special mission for someone. And having to do that to people that, you know, we'll say if we get like three people that do $25, and that would be like 3 missions. And while it would be nice, $75, it also would be hard to maintain 3 while also maintain everything else. So we'll probably make a Discord that's just for it. And figure out that. I also think we're going to have some type of organization like a Team Rocket situation where it's really, but it's more intense and you guys are going to lose to them. You're not always going to win. I want to do something like that where it's like maybe even a team snag and maybe you have a chance to get your Pokemon stolen from you and you might not be able to see them for a while. Maybe we'll have a situation like in Black and White 2 where the girl gets her Liepard stolen. And then when they finally meet up again, it's a Purloin and it ends up being a Liepard. I might do some of that. I might, you know, randomly have tragedy happen like that. Now, if it's a very particular person, I won't Pokemon that you have, I won't do that. Like an idea would be that if you wanted a Zorua, but you didn't like want to start with it right inherently, like I could steal your Mindfu from you, and then you don't have it for like a long time. You get a new partner, and then eventually you get your Zorua, you eventually get your Mindfu back. Like stuff like that can happen, you know. We have stuff like that. Not saying that would happen to you, but I'm saying I might have it to where your Pokemon just get stolen straight up, and you might not get them back for a while. I want to actually have like a more like, you know, consequences, because I didn't have too many consequences to the main story. Not that I'm gonna make it really brutal like some Dark Souls shit, but I want something within that range. To see if anyone wants to group up. Yeah. A Chris Avani employee. I think I'm gonna keep the Chris Avani idea and elaborate on it, and I think I'm gonna do something like that. I think it'll be fun. I'm kind of wondering how I'm gonna start the D&D. Is it just gonna be like the other one where everyone has their own area on the map? You know, they have their own place, their own island, their own section of the map, and then have it to where are you from that region and you're like one like the special person of that region, like, you know, you're more unique than other people, I'm gonna have it to where it's like Pokemon Dungeon, Mystery Dungeon, where like you just kind of like woke up one day and you're there. You all find yourself on an island. Are we gonna have prior lore that you know about the island? I feel like the Mystery Dungeon aspect's cool, but I think that should be more used for new players that join. And people that are established on the island, they should be like people of that world, type of thing, you know. Because beforehand, it wasn't like that. It was like kind of a bit different. I think you all were teleported there or something, and it was more like, how do we like what's going on here, you know? I can't remember how we set that premise up. The Chris Avani one or which one? I can't remember. Yeah, 5,000 weird from both. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Okay, we're good. We're good. But I think what we'll do is we'll have the founding people, people that were born there on Snorth, because it was called Snorth, you know, Snorlax Earth, because the whole entire world was shaped in the size of like an alpha Snorlax, essentially, with a whole bunch of small islands all throughout it. And then the clouds above were Gigantamax Gengar. Yeah, okay, having your own territories, yeah. It didn't have too much of a... It was more so we could understand, like, where you came from and, like, what resources you had. But we never really got to explore into that too much. You know? It didn't really have, like, I didn't really have a purpose to be able to build onto that. Because it was just, like... It was too complex of a situation for one person to do when you're trying to handle, like, you know, 10, 15 people. It was more so to just have a bit of customization to know where you came from, and then maybe in the future it would have linked like, oh, you're from this part of the world. Oh no, you might have royal lineage or something. Oh, you might be hated in this area. They don't like your kind around here. So that was like the idea. I was gonna like go with it, but we didn't have we never got to really have time to flesh out the world and whatnot. But like I said, the biggest problem I have with like the D&D things is that people need to take it seriously in the sense of you might, you know, go to in a campaign, you might be there for like 4 hours and you might not be like really the main character of the thing. But it's crucial to like the story to some extent for the world build. But I try to give everyone their time to shine. We'll try to figure out how to do it. Because the problem is, like, I like the idea of just having me talk while you guys type up, because there's people that don't want to go on call, rightfully so, and that's fine. But then there's people that do want to go on call, and it's easier if everyone's on the same page, because it's like I can't like do a campaign where half the people are on call, the other people are on text. Because then we're sitting. That was the big problem I had with the D&D, is that when it was through text, I'd say what I want to say, and I'd have to sit there for a bit and kind of recite a few things while I wait for people to reply in the text box. And that doesn't lead to such engaging content when streaming it. So I think I won't do so many of those streams. I'll do more so the streams where it's mostly audio. Okay, we're good. So we'll see how it goes. I think right now the people will probably have Soul Click, Meeklemore Group, Crystal, Andrea, maybe Andrea's boyfriend if he's not busy. I think. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. My mom was having a lot of. She like had a whole bunch of money. My sister gave her some money because we're kind of going through a little situation right now. My mom just doesn't have money at the moment, and my uncle hasn't paid us yet. So my sister's like, "Oh, here, you can have some money so you can get some new clothes for your job interview." And she thought she lost the money, but she put it in the what's it called, the bathroom. And right now she has a job interview at 1 o'clock. She has to go buy clothes for it. But my brother, he's at the doctor's right now, and she's waiting on him to take so she can take him home. But he's taking forever in the doctor's, which isn't inherently his fault, but it is kind of his fault because he should just cancel the fucking doctors today. But he does have an infected foot, so it's not really his fault. It's all over the place. What was that? Is that fucking shiny? No, it's not shiny. And the problem that we're running into is that what is it? I was supposed to take him to the doctor's today, but my fucking car broke last night, and my mom didn't know about that and I forgot that I had to take him. I didn't think about it until right now, so it's a fucking mess right now. My mom's going through a lot of stress right now because the place that she wants to go to and get this job interview and get to get there, it's only 2 days a week and it pays okay and it's super easy, and she needs a super easy job after working such a fucked up hard working job recently. So it's just she's just dealing with a lot. She's having like a little bit of a breakdown. I said, look, just calm down, just leave him there. Like, he can get an Uber home, he has money. If he has to get an Uber home, he has to get an Uber home, or he can just sit there and wait an hour or two. Sucks like that. It sucks that it has to be like that, but he has a cell phone. He can play his fucking cell phone. If he didn't charge it, that's his own damn fault. I don't like to be like that, but he should have been already driving by now. He should have already, got his permit. Even if he wasn't gonna get his permit, he should have just already been driving in general. He already has his permit. He got it a few times, but he has to renew it. But the point is that he could still drive. Sure, it's illegal, but he's not gonna get in trouble. He's not gonna get in trouble. So yeah, she got a lot going on right now. I feel bad, and with my fucking car breaking, that's not making it any easier for us. Excuse me. Okay, there's nothing there. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm hoping some of my figures I bought recently will start selling too, because I made some really good sales the last couple days, but I had to buy figures to sell figures and keep it going. And I got this one. I got these 3 new figures that came in, and I sold 2 of them prior, and I'm just hoping I can sell the other 3 at a good price. I made like $40 on each one, which is nice. I paid like 100 and we'll say 12, and I sold them for 175 after fees. I made 150, 160, so I'd make about 40 to 50 on them, which is good profit margin. But I then bought 3 more, and now I'm like, okay, I need to get these. Is that oh, I thought it was shiny. I need to get these sold now. Which I also remember I had to pay so much money on pre-orders I did, which I thought I had money by that time, but I pre-ordered it like 6 months ago, 8 months ago, and then my uncle fucked us over, and now I don't have the money for them. I do, in the sense I can open up a payment plan, but like, if these don't sell, I'm gonna be so fucking screwed, dude. If these don't sell, man, I'll be fucked up. So I'm kind of hoping I can get these things. I'll get them stocked in, and hopefully they'll sell. Because if they don't, R.I.P. me. I want to sell this, but I don't, because this is so fucking awesome. And I don't have any purple figures, and this is like my first purple figure. I got this, and I've been waiting for this for a long time. It's like a giant orc with flame armor, and he's purple, and he's awesome. And I could probably sell him, because I think he's sold out at most places, and he's probably going to be... I paid like 80 something for him, and now he's like worth, I think probably like 120 or so. So I feel like I could sell him and make about 20 bucks off of him, but I want him. He's cool. There's not many purple figures, and he'll just go up, and as time goes by, he'll just be more pricey, because they also just made a mount for him, a giant let's see. Still have a Tungsten Kid Booze version A. Oh, bruh. I think this guy wants to buy a Tungsten version A from me, which I don't know if I have. I'll message him back soon. I'll message him back soon. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to sell it for a higher price than the current market because of fees and everything. But I just don't know if it's I think it's around that market price. It's like the 120 because it was on low stock alert, which mostly means that it goes up by 20 to 40 bucks. The only problem is I don't know how long I can wait holding on to the item. Because ideally I'd be able to get another one and then sell it and make a $20 profit at least, but I don't think I can. I'm not sure if there's any more in stock at the place I buy. So ideally it'd be like I sell this, like it's in stock still at the place I buy. I sell this one, make about 20, 30 bucks, and then I buy another one and keep that one, and I take the profits and put it, elsewhere. But yeah, I don't know. I do not know. All I know is I have to buy a whole bunch of these Dragon Ball Z Goku heads, and I think I have like, I'm buying 12 of them, and that's like $300 to $400, and I just pray that I can sell them at a profit that's good. Because I already paid for a chunk of them, so I have to pay about, I think, $20 some for each one after that. So I'm kind of hoping I can get it figured out. I'm kind of hoping I get it figured out. Because if I can sell the heads for like 50 bucks each per set, then I'll be happy. I make about 15 bucks after taxes and fees and everything. That'd be pretty goated, but I don't think I'll be able to make that much. I don't know yet because I don't know how easily available those heads are going to be. I bought, I think, 3 to 4 of each set, and there was like 4 sets, so I have I have to pay a lot in a bit for those, and I hope I'm not. Actually, no, I probably should check it out. How do Meeks? I probably should check it out. I'm in a half and half mood. My car's fucked, so not too happy at that, but it could be worse. It could be worse. Let's see. How about we go to, please tell me my second payment is not up. Okay, good. It's still till October 24th I have until. I got 3 days to pay it, so that's fine. Oof. Yeah, they're $26 each. And I believe I bought so many of these back when I wasn't expecting it, to be like that. So I have to sell them for like a good amount of money. I think they'll sell well though. Let me see what the current stock looks like from this place. Ooh, they did sell out. Thank God, bro. They did sell out. That means that I could probably sell these for like 50 bucks. Thank God, dude. I'm so grateful for that because now I can probably sell them for a lot of money. Yeah, my car's still fucked up though, sadly, Meeks. Not too happy about that. I don't think, were you not here for it? Be in the streams on Saturday, Sundays, go to the card shop those days. Okay, that's fine. No worries. What ended up happening was, I'll figure out something. If you can't, I'll figure out something we can figure out. Maybe it'll be Fridays we do it. But last night my mom, she came home, and I don't know, she took my car to go get her friend, and then the brakes went out. Completely out. They not even like you can't like barely stop it. They just completely they shitted on her. Luckily she was in the neighborhood, so she didn't crash. She almost did. And then what ended up happening is today they went to go check them, and they're like, oh, it's low brake fluid. So they fill it. Just didn't do nothing. So my brakes are completely shitted. And then my mom's brakes are really fucked up right now. And then we have another car, and their brakes are fucked up. So we're in a very sticky situation. Now, we might be able to fix my mom's brakes with my sister's husband's help. But I still won't have a car, which sucks ass. I might be able to get the green car and use the green car, which is a Kia Soul. It's my brother's car, or supposed to be my brother's car once he gets the license. So we'll see. I'm heading to bed. Hopefully you get more shiny suits. Yeah, see you later, Angel Wings. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. But yeah, it's been a fucking disaster. It's been a disaster. package out for delivery today. I wonder what is being delivered. Probably something I sold. Probably something I sold. Yep. So that's all that matters. Is she's fine. So that's all that really matters. It's just so frustrating. I got another Chikorita today, and I got an Aggron, and I got a Fletchling, but nothing so far. We're 2 hours in. Well, I'm saying like nothing like too crazy. I mean, the Aggron's new, the other two are not. I love Heart Gold Soul Silver Shiny Starter Hunt. It's so fun. It's so fast and so easy. Because when you open up and you know how like when you had to pick which Pokemon you want to choose mix on that rotating table, it shows it if it's shiny right there. So you could do the rotation really fast, reset, do the rotation. I got those shinies super fast. I got I think 2 in one day. How you doing, mine bro? You have any luck lately? I've gotten pretty lucky as of late. Also, by the way, next month we're possibly, more than likely, gonna start the Pokemon D&D again. So we need to start getting locked in and start figuring out that. It's gonna be pretty cool. It'll be text-based, and it'll also be, I think, call-in. I've been progressing the story good. As you should. As you should. But I can't reset the fast on my emulator. Yeah. It's not even worth it for that. It's not trying, like, doing a fast reset's not worth it, you know. If the emulator's kind of fucked up. But you can hunt the other way. Just speed up it and just go around. You know, it'll be fun regardless. Just, you know, ×2 speed it and then just hit the run button fast. Yeah, we're thinking, well, how it's gonna work, because it costs a lot of time to do it. I'm gonna have it to where I have a donation goal, and once it gets hit, we'll start it again. And Soul already put $10 in it. I'm pretty sure Crystal will put a good chunk of money into it. And then a few other people will probably put some money into it. And as long as we hit a certain amount, then I'll start it back up again. And anyone can join, but the people that do put some type of donation into it, even if it's a small donation, they'll get benefits. So we're gonna set it up, and we're gonna have it to where we can get there. I'm pretty sure if I tell Crystal, she'll probably put a good chunk of change in it and get it going. And so if it's set at once we hit 150, that's when we'll start. Is how I see it as. But I might even do it earlier than that, because 150 is a lot to ask when I don't have as many people that used to do it as I used to. But that's the idea, is that I need to have some type of benefit to do it, because it's brutal. It's brutal. Yeah, it's gonna be Pokemon. It's gonna be like Pokemon again. And it's gonna be we're gonna maintain the same world essentially, but we're gonna be more set up. You know, we're gonna be more set up. It's gonna be more structured, and not so. It'll be chaotic, but not so chaotic to where it's more like in sequence. You know, it's gonna be more in sequence. Every hunting is good with speed up. Yeah, good. Yeah, exactly. It'll be fun, like a little hunt where you can just chill. You don't have to worry about, you know. It's just a fun little thing. Did you know, it's been a while since I remembered this. The egg that the couple gave you at the daycare in one of the games has like a really high chance to be shiny. So if you save before they give it to you and then you hatch it, it's not shiny, you reset, and then you do it over and over again, you have a higher chance. It's like a 1 in like 8 or something, like a 1 in like 64 or something, or 1 in 32. I can't remember what it is. It's something very, very high. High chance of getting a shiny Pokemon from that egg. And then there is a way to reduce it down to like 100, and like 1 in 32 to 164 when egg hatching, if you have it with a shiny Pokemon. So it's kind of crazy. Gen 2 was with shiny hunting and egg hunting and shit. I should get back on that. I took too long. I got bored of it, so I stopped. I didn't get the lucky with the stats. You had to get a shiny Ditto. You bring over the shiny Ditto from Pokemon Fire or Pokemon Red version, because you could glitch it. There was a way to glitch it to where you could get a shiny Ditto through like a Gyarados or something. It was really weird. It was pretty much a glitch in the game where you had to do like this crazy thing to get the shiny Ditto, and then you transfer it over through the time machine feature, I believe, and then you would put the Ditto in the daycare, and it would you'd have like a 1 in 32 or 1 in 64 chance that your egg would be shiny, because when you have it transfers the IVs, which are what are important for shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Gold and Crystal and Silver. Not Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but the old ones. The old ones. Yeah, the odd egg and crystal. That's what's called, the odd egg and crystal. You had a high chance of it being shiny. And then if you gave a shiny Pokemon the daycare, they had a very, very high chance your Pokemon would have shiny chances. Okay, we're good on that. I had to double check over there. Because you never know what could be creeping on the distance. Down yonder. Yep. Because back in the day, it was IV based to get a shiny Pokemon. So depending on their IVs, like even if like, so for example, in Pokemon Red version, Blue version, Yellow version, you would run into shiny Pokemon. They just didn't have a color swap, or they wouldn't have a stat swap or anything. Like they'd have it in their stats. They wouldn't have it in their color. They didn't have a sparkle or nothing. But if you took the Pokemon that had the shiny stats over to Crystal or Gold or Silver, they would become shiny in that game, because they have the IV stats, and the stats need to be a shiny Pokemon. You get hatched. Yeah, no, that's the suck. Yeah, exactly. It takes forever to get such hatch them though. Yep, that's what I got bored of it. I was like, dude, this sucks. So I'm done. I got like I think like 20 eggs in, and I went, dude, I hate this, and I stopped. We had like a shiny egg race for that game, and then someone got a shiny relatively fast, and I went, do you know what? Fuck you, and I stopped playing. Nice, your contract should be done today, tomorrow. Awesome. Awesome. Oh my god. I wonder what Andrea's gonna get in here, because Andrea, I know she wants to help with because Andrea started doing she wants to make pixel art, essentially, a pixel art game. And she asked me, do I need any artwork for anything that's pixel? And I said, not really. I'm not going to do the D&D anytime soon. But she said she would do a lot of the D&D artwork for the pixels and whatnot. I said, oh, cool, yeah, if you do that, then that'll be wicked. And now that we're going to start it back up again, I can have her start working on some pixel art for the D&D. And then I'll probably start, I have to figure out what I want to do first, though. I'll ask, of course, all the other artists if they want to contribute to the D&D. I just got to figure out exactly how I want to set it up and whatnot. How I want to set up the D&D, and what is like the art direction, and what is how I want to do things. Oh, is that? Nope. Okay. I gotta go bathroom. Yeah, and she does a really good job with her pixel art. She already made Pokeballs, and she said I could use them for anything, whether it be that or it be the D&D or something. I said, oh, cool. And then I was like, well, I'm not doing D&D for a while. But she's willing to do that. Almost waiting for comms from Andrea on money well spent. Nice. That's awesome. Andrea, be busy. Andrea, be busy. Andrea, I need you to make my asshole pixelated for this game. I'm gonna send you pictures of my butthole, and you just pixelate them for me, please, Andrea, please. I'm gonna send you a video, and if you can animate the pixelated version of it like, you know, breathing, that'd be awesome. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea, for doing that for me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Andrea. Could you imagine? That'd be crazy. They would probably do it because they're a good friend. That's so funny. What do I want to do? Yeah, okay. I wanted to reset right there to see if I got another dude. Nope, it's a gay Florgus. I forget Cosmic's in here sometimes, and they're just chilling, and then I say something so erotic and so hot and so sensual. They're like, "Oh, I love that." They comment, yummy. Talk more about that. They don't put what or what the hell. They go, "Ooh, I like that." I'm like, I know. Ooh, I'm hungry again. I think I want a snack, but I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna wait like 6 hours. Nah, man, nah. Lying's so horrible. Lying's so horrible. You never see me be a lion, but I would never be lying like that. I would never be a lion, but you wouldn't catch me lying. Got him. A lion does not fear the opinions of a retard. I'm just saying this weird stuff. We made goatsy. Chris, what's that? Made goatsy Chris. Goatsy Chris. Am I missing something? Am I dumb? Dude, it's cold in this house. It's cold. I'm dying. I kind of want to take a nap. I'm at that point where I'm getting sleepy. But I'm going to try for an hour and a half at least. The fuck am I doing here, dude? I need to go to the Pyro area. I feel like the Pyro area will give me some good hunts. Give me some good shiny luck now. Probably not. It kind of gave me my Diggersby, and then it said, do you know what? Screw you. We're going to go around one more time, and then we're going to check a few other areas, and then we're going to go to Pyro, and I guess spam the Pyro area. Mario Sprint. Oh, yeah. That. Oh, okay. That's, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. So I'll be lurking. Sounds good. I should be around for at least another hour and a half. You know, I say I'll be around for like another hour and a half, but I'm getting like really sleepy. I'm getting really tired. What are we so tired and so exhausted? I want to get one more alpha. Oh, damn, okay. Damn, it was something cool, but it didn't end up being shiny. That's tragic. Okay, let's go to... I'll stay up a little bit longer. 13? Phantom, dude. What's better, Phantom or Trevenant? Oh, shit. Oh, motherfucker. The way that some of these bitches fucking spawn in, they like have like a little like shine to them. Have like a color flash to them. They had a color flash to them, and I thought that was a shiny fucking Scyther the way it spawned in. Pissing me off. Oh, that sucks. I have that happen often on mine. That's so annoying. I don't even know if I can play games on mine anymore, so I know how you're feeling. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's like, why you gotta be an idiot? They have a Linux too, as well. They have a machine that's Linux, but the laptop is meant to be Windows. I don't like the idea of having to switch to something that I'm not used to. Linux more like stupid idiot fuck machine. Oh fuck! I knew that was gonna happen, but I couldn't stop it. I was too tired. I was just joking. I tricked you. I was only going for the HP up. You really thought I failed that? I was going for the HP up. We're trying to remove it. Yeah. It's just not like it's too like artsy fartsy. I'm cool because I'm on Linux, and I'm like, do you know what? Fuck you. You don't know shit. Linux more like stupid idiot fucking dumb operating system. X. I did not mean to go down a ladder like that. That's crazy. Nothing good. Oh shit, almost fell down. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, we're good. I hate how retarded laptops are. What the fuck? Why is my game messing up? I hate how stupid laptops are, man. They're just so shitty. They're so fragile. That's what pisses me off. I drop my shit so often. Fucked it all up. Oh, wait, you ain't gotta go next to him. You just gotta go near him, I mean. You don't gotta run on those. They'll tell you they're shiny before. So I know right here that it's not gonna be shiny, so I don't have to walk on it. In a row, which is a bit much. It only usually happens once. That sucks. When I was, I got the new RuneScape, kind of archetype game, and it ran fine the first time, and after that, it kept crashing. I literally, at one point, I had to restart my computer 27 times, and then it finally worked again. And that like was a common occurrence, and I got so mad. I was like, I'm not fucking playing this game ever again, and I never did. And it wasn't just the game; it was just my laptop. Any game I'd load up, it would crash after getting about halfway to loading up the game. I don't think that's shiny. I'm gonna save just in case. It looks kind of weird. Yeah, I think Dragon Wilds, yeah. Not shiny. It was bad. Because the game was pretty fun. It just wasn't, like, fun enough to restart my computer 28 times every time I wanted to play it. It was kind of intense. It was kind of, like, brutal, dude. Motherfucking, like, packs of goblins would fuck you. They would fuck your shit up. It was so irritating. I'm just chilling and a goblin horde would come over and beat the shit out of you. And then you'd like upgrade and level up. And you're like, oh wow, I'm stronger. I can take on the goblin horde. Then they got new goblins and it's like, man. And then a dragon would come out and start bombing your fucking village. Or your base. Such bullshit, dude. I haven't played it since the first like week of launch. So I don't know if they added in a whole bunch of new stuff or not. But I feel like they fumbled the game's like how it's set up. It should have been like a bit more different. But it was fun. It was fun. I think early access is good in games, but at the same time I kind of hate early access because you get like a shit game until it releases, and it's like, this would be really fun in like a year from now. But right now it's like fun, but it's kind of lackluster. It's fun, but it kind of sucks also. Ooh, my ear. Yeah, no, you're right. You're not joking about that one. Or you're a woman in my basement because I have a whole bunch of goblin figures, and I always have all the goblin figures on top of the anime girl figures because it's funny. POV, you're a female action figure in my basement, and then this is a whole bunch of goblins groping them. That's crazy. Dude, I'm fucking sleepy, man. This shit's bullshit. I don't like doing short streams like this. Ooh, we don't want to go there. We want to go. Actually, yeah, we do want to go there. Yo, nice. Actually, going to spawning in this cafe. I wonder if it's a faster way to shiny hunt in the gate. I feel like it is because you have to walk a lot more. Yeah. I made a mini Labubu jar. I just have to find where my glass, not my glass, my hot glue gun is, so I can put the hot glue in the mini Labubu jar and make it look like he's been lagooed. But I haven't done that yet because I don't feel like looking for it. It's somewhere. But it's just a little tiny mini bootleg Labubu going, sitting in the jar. And if I goop it up, oh, it'll be awesome. I thought about making a TikTok video trend where I have like the AI voice, filling my jar. And then each week I just have like a little stream come out. I have a Labubu jar. I have a Sonic jar. I have, I had a Bob Ross jar, but I don't know where that Bob Ross went. I have a Dark Magician jar. I got a lot of little mini jars for my action figures, but they don't have any like goop in them. I tried doing it with resin, like paint resin, but it dried clear. Sadly, you would put it in there and it'd look whitish, but then it would dry clear. Yeah, Bob Ross jar. I'll post the pictures in the Discord at some point. I think they were on one of my Twitters. I'll have to find them. Hey, it's just happy little. He's like, this is okay. It's just a happy little accident. That's what he says as it gets filled up. He's like, it's just happy little accidents. There's no mistakes, just happy little accidents. As it slowly drifts on. No mistakes, just happy little accidents. I was like, you're right, Bob Ross. But don't say it's little. But don't say it's little, Bob Ross. And then I drown him. But no, it's funny. It's funny. Someone wanted to buy it, but I didn't have a time to put the resin in and fix it. I don't have a Dark Magician Girl. I have to get it. The problem is, the Dark Magician Girl, I need if you guys send me $110, I'll buy the mystery boxes to get the Dark Magician Girl minifig, and then I will make a video on it. But right now I had to buy the mystery box. The mystery box costs $100 to get 32 random Yu-Gi-Oh figures, which will have a Dark Magician Girl, and then I can do it. They'll have Blue Eyes. They'll have Red Eyes Black Dragon. They'll have a lot, actually. It'll be awesome. That was the plan, was to make a whole entire Yu-Gi-Oh jar collection, but then I didn't have the funds to do it. I do have a My Little Pony one. I do have a My Little Pony mini My Little Pony figure that I can put in there. I do it because I have them for like my action figures. They hold them. I have like a creepy old man action figure where it's like a guy that looks like he's like 40. and he has a wee wee attachment, and he's in his boxers, and he has like a Camino as well if I want to wear something like a Camino. And he has, is that what they're called? Oh, maybe not called Camino. That's a girl's thing. The boy Japanese outfit that's traditional. I don't think it's a Camino. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. And I have a gamer chair for him. I have okay, this is crazy. So back in the day, when pop sockets were becoming a thing for your phone, you know, they had ones where it was like a pop socket of like a corgi shaking its butt, and then it had a little tiny rubber butt. It had a little rubber butt, and you could take it off, and it kind of looked like a fleshlight, like one of those like fake butt ones. So I used it to make him have a little fleshlight. It's so funny. And then I bought like a sex toy pack for them, where it came with like dildos and an actual like little mini It's so funny, and like whips and all this type of weird shit, anal beads. But what I'm getting at is I have all these crazy 1/12 scale like body pillows for my action figure, and it's so silly. And I'm thinking about making a series with him, one that's not so weird, but one where it's like he's like very like an autistic. He's like autistic kind of like that character is, and he doesn't know what's going on because he's kind of autistic. Like bro, everyone's like bro. So anyway, so let me listen. He's gonna open. This is a story about me, by the way. This is me as an action figure. He opens a store, and he rips off people, but also doesn't rip off people. It's like really, he just doesn't know how to do business that well. And at one point, he sees like some random like person, like a random lady, outside. So he kidnaps her, not realizing that he's kidnapping her, and forces her to become his like work slave. But like she has Stockholm syndrome, so she's fine with it. She goes, "Oh no, please don't! I hate this," but really she's okay with it. So he like kidnaps her and puts her in like a dirty basement. And she goes, you don't even get me a bed?" And he's like, "Oh, I guess I gotta get you a bed." So he gets her a bed, you know. And then they slowly become friends. But he doesn't realize what he did is bad, but she likes it, so it's okay. It's really funny. And it's gonna be like a slice of life, Collector Chrissy / Chrissy Co Chris, funny, wholesome, forced slavery. The time I got put into forced slavery, but I loved it, type of situation. Manual labor. Yeah, exactly. It says drawing dicks. Hey, look at, dude. That's actually funny. How you doing, by the way, George? By the way, dude, look at. They don't have cum in them. It's not real cum. It's toys. They're pranks. They're novelties. I sell them. Have I sold one yet? No, because they're expensive. But I have ideas for this amazing toy store / video game store / collectible store I want to make videos for. And I have a whole entire world played out. I started writing a book. Yo, nice. Sorry, I didn't see that in the weird shit I was talking about. That's cool. I would like to write a book, but the problem is, yeah, I don't. It's too much work for me. It's too much work, and I feel like I wouldn't be able to get like I'd be able to have a lot of things happen in it, but having to tie it back to other parts of a book would be frustrating. I think making a manga, a comic style thing is more up my alley. I just would have to use action figures. The problem with the fucking little mini things is it's so fucking like I have to get the minifigure, which can cost anywhere from $3 to $5. Then I got the jar that costs like anywhere from $2 to $3. And then shipping outside the U.S. is like $1 million fucking dollars, dude. But I'll see if I can. Once I get in a financial situation, I'll see if I can do something. It just sucks because everything that's good, always like I get something good going my way, something fucking bad happens, and I can't get out of a vicious cycle. I can't get out of the vicious cycle. It's brutal. I'm getting a suggestive art com. Let's go. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'll post I'll send you awesome pictures of the little guys. I don't know honestly how much shipping is, to be fair. I'll have to look into it. Because the problem is I'm not sure if I have to like wrap it up a special way. A big boss. That'd be funny. Imagine getting him in a. I have a big boss action figure, 1/12 scale. It's kind of fun. He costs a lot of money. But I have it during. I have a big boss. Wait, no, it's okay. It's not big boss. It's the one from Metal Gear 5 Phantom Pain, where it's like you're not actually big boss. You're actually like Or am I mixing up the characters? I believe that in that game you're supposed to be big boss, but actually you're not actually big boss at the end of the day. You're actually just one of the dudes, that got in the helicopter beginning. It's really awesome figure. Unless you were talking about that big boss and we're talking about something else. You're just saying like something completely different. Yeah, the German post terrifying counters. I know that he's about to impose, I think, some on China, which makes it where I can't get the jars easily. I'll have to go to Hobby Lobby, and I'll have to just steal them at that point, dude. I'll have to just steal them at Hobby Lobby. Fuck that. I'm paying fucking $5 for one jar. Yeah, the medic. That's what it was. Yeah, the medic, dude. I have that, but him, during that game. Isn't he supposed to be like based off of like Big Boss, but then secretly, oh my god, it's not Big Boss? Or I don't really follow the Metal Gear lore that much. I just remember playing it, and I think that was like, you're not actually Big Boss. Or was that supposed to be Venom Snake? Oh, that was probably okay. Was that Venom Snake? I don't fucking know. It's actually also Big Boss from Metal Gear. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah. See, I knew it was something like that. I know some Metal Gear lore, but I don't know all of it. I like watching the stories of them and watch people playing them. I don't like playing the games because I fucking suck at sneaking. I like playing Phantom Pain, and I played it recently. I went, wow, this game's good, but also I suck at it. So I am, yeah, I wasn't that good at it. I thought you were talking about Jay Schultz. Who's the heck is Jay Schultz? Is he a YouTuber? Jay Schultz. Body Double. Yeah, he was also, Big Boss Memories. Yeah, he was also, from the first, okay. That's what I thought. I have that action figure is what I'm getting at. I have an action figure of that, and he has the chicken hat for when, like, the difficulty's too hard. You put on the chicken hat. But he's expensive. He costs a lot of money. He's really high quality, though. All soft goods and very good. Very good. Yeah, I don't know anything about that guy. Sadly, slow click. Ouch. My fucking hand hurts, dude. Yeah, I gotta try to make some more Labubu jars tonight. I just found my other Labubus. I have a green one, a pink one, another pink one, and a white one, and a yellow. I currently have a yellow one. Someone was asking about them the other day. I'm like, do you actually want the Labubu in the jar? Or do you want just the Labubu? Like, what do you? They never got back to me. They're like, what other colors do you have? And I tell them, and then they go, oh, and then they never get back to me. Oh yeah, the Hot Toy's cool. Those ones are like 2 times, 3 times the size of my figure. Hot Toys are cool. They just are pricey, and they take up a lot of space. I have a few 3-0s, which are not Hot Toys, but they're like Hot Toys where they're 1/6 scale. I have them for Dorohedoro. I like him a lot. I have one behind me, I think, which I lost his head for a second. I just found it recently. I need to pop it on him. I need to display my Dorohedoro figures. I'm cold, man. I'm cold and I'm tired. Cold and I'm tired. My back hurt. Sorry. That was a good stretch, but it could have been better. The jars I need don't really fit the figures I need. I need them to be like very particular. I don't think they have the jars I need at the dollar store. The jars I use are like... Oh, I have a Bumblebee from Transformers in a jar. I tried to do Optimus Prime, but I think Optimus Prime's too tall. I can't remember. I have Sonic, Metal Sonic. I almost had RC, but I lost RC from Transformers. I had Bumblebee, possibly Optimus Prime, Bob Ross, Labubu. I don't know. I need to find a glue gun. I used to have a glue gun. I don't know where it went. And I need to glue it up. And what I might do is I might glue it up, and I might use a little bit of yellowish paint on the glue, and then I might even make a little bit of red speckles, so you know that shit good. That'd be huge. I have all the Broly's behind me. That'd be huge. I have a Boo jar. I have a big ass Majin Buu in a big ass jar. I don't know where, but I took him out. He's outside of it now. He's up there, which you can't see. But I had Big Boo, Good Boo. I had him in a jar for a long time. I'm not putting myself in a jar. I'm not putting a Chrissy jar. I fucked up, dude. I have two Broly's. I have the... Oh, I have like more than two Broly's, but I have two types of Broly's. I have the official one, which is a certain size. And I have the Beast Deity one, which is massive. It's like over 12 inches. It's insane. And it's super powerful, and it costs a lot of monies. No, Boo from Dragon Ball Z. That would be funny, though. I could probably put a Boo in there. I could probably put a Boo inside of a jar now I think about it. Dragon Ball Z Boo, not a Mario Boo. But I could probably find a Boo. A little King Boo jar. They probably got a King Boo. Pretty much, if you can find a figure that's 1 to 2 inches tall, I can possibly jar it, essentially. I was looking for a Rouge the Bat figure, but I couldn't find it, so I just have a body pillow for her, for my Knuckles. I have a Sonic in a jar, and I have Rouge the Bat, an unnaked and a naked body pillow version of her that's in his room. And then I think when I fix my printer, I'm gonna print out pictures of like towels where it's like, you know, small, so it looks like it's like, you know, a magazine, where he has like a huge ass, and it's gonna be in his Knuckles goon room. You wanna know why they call me Knuckles? Because I beat my shit every night, and it just shows him punching where his multi-dicks are, because he's an echidna, and echidnas have multiple dicks. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" And as he starts beating his dicks, he doesn't know that you're not supposed to punch him. You're supposed to, you know, grab onto him. He was taught at a young age that, you know, that shit feel good if you get punched on there. I don't know. I'm making all this up like right now as I go on. If you know about Dragon Ball, dude, Dragon Ball's good. Dragon Ball is actually genuinely good. Dragon Ball is genuinely good, and there's a lot of memes of Dragon Ball, but there's a lot of really good, like, serious, heart-warming moments, and a lot of like the power deserved. Sometimes the power's not so deserved, but it's like they actually do train, and it does make sense, and a lot of cool moments. I like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Super is not so great. There's a lot of moments where it's kind of bullshit, but there's good moments in Dragon Ball Super too. I think Meeks would like Dragon Ball Super, the Zamasu arc with Goku Black, because it's like the most like weird, like self-cessed, gay twink love experience ever, where it's like essentially there's a guy called the Zamasu, and he's like a god in training to be a Kai, which is like kind of like a god in training. And he grows to hate mortals because he realizes that, well, I'm a god, I should not be bowing down to mortals, and they ruin everything. So he wants to pretty much usurp the kingdom and be like the ruler, and just like kind of erase all mortals from the universe. And so what he ends up doing is he ends up finding a way to go back in time with a time ring, switch his body with a stronger person's body, and then he goes, do you know what? Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be like you, and we're gonna both work together because I am you, and I just don't look like you. I look like Goku because I had to take Goku's body to be stronger, and we're gonna essentially we're we're gonna essentially take over the world and become the ultimate pair. And later on, they fuse together, become the ultimate being. And they're so tragic. Like they make themselves so tragic. They're just gay. They're just like, oh my gosh, my beauty is so perfect. I'm at the peak of perfection. And they cry and they weep at the fact that they are far more superior than any being in existence and how beautiful they are. Yeah. But she would like the Goku Black arc, with how silly Goku Black is and how silly Zamasu is. Because they're the same people. They just, for simplicity's sake, they just call him Goku Black because, you know, saying Zamasu and Zamasu twice when they don't look alike is kind of weird. And saying Zamasu 1 and Zamasu 2, you can't do that. You just can't do that. But that's a good arc. But that's like way into the future of Dragon Ball. That's like technically also in the future of Dragon Ball, literally in the sense because it's the future arc. They revisit the future. I never really actually went into the future in Dragon Ball. The characters didn't. Only like, you know, in certain the movies and whatnot. I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. I thought about watching that, and I went, do you know what? I'm not watching that. Anime is feeling gay now. Just feeling gay now. Has she watched Banana Fish? That shit's gay, but it's good. That shit gay, but it's good. I'm obsessed with it for a while, though. Yeah, that's like a Yuri on Ice is like a gay homo, little gay boy, twink boys on ice, and they're gay, and they have little wieners, and if you type in Yuri on Ice Rule 34, you'll see little tiny boy wieners bouncing while they skate out. I'm making this up. I actually don't know what the Rule 34 Yuri on Ice is. I just know that it's a gay ice skating show. So I'm just kind of making up I'm assuming what would be on the Rule 34 of Yuri on Ice. Which is funny, it's called Yuri because Yuri is supposed to be like girl love, but his name's Yuri because he's like Russian or something, and that's like a Japanese like Russian name. I don't know. I could be wrong about the Russian part, but I'm pretty sure it was something like that. Yeah. Oh, Free! That I never seen that. One, I don't think. If that's the same. I think there's a show called FREE exclamation point. I think that's like a real thing. If that's what you're saying. I haven't watched too much anime lately. I've been kind of out of it. I'm trying to think the last. I liked Rise of the Shield Hero, but then like season 2 and 3 just kind of like season 2 was kind of shit. Season 3 was kind of okay. What else was goated? I don't know. It does look gay as hell. It does look gay as hell. This guy said it does look gay as hell. Oh, it spells free. It's Netflix, so okay. I haven't seen it then. Wait, isn't there like a Disney show coming out that's supposed to be anime? And about like the Disney princesses, but they're all like dudes and it's supposed to be like cool and goated looking. He's like, oh, it could just be about girls. But if it's just about girls, it'd be girls in it too, but it's like all dudes. I hope it's cool. I hope it's like a cool guys. It'll be like Hatelia, I bet, though, but for Disney. Great report. Dude, I'm tired. I got like another hour in me at least. Call JJ Wetworth 87775. I forgot the number. 87775 or something crazy. It's kind of crazy how like commercials totally work with boomers and whatnot. Like if I saw the JJ Wetworth Wetworth, whatever the fuck it's called, commercial, I would not be calling them to try to get my cash settlement. I'd be like, yeah, that's a funny commercial. I do not trust you. I do not trust you. If you're willing to pay millions to get a commercial done and to try to emotionally sway me, I will not trust you. And maybe we're a little baby man. girls do that. Okay, can you please send me a link to that? The Rule 34 of that. Come on, man. Come on, man. It was heavily implied. I feel like I should know what you guys are talking about, but I don't. This is awesome. I'm about to look this up. We're about to go to Discord and do a goon stream. I'm gonna go to Discord and do a goon stream. Ooh, 3 alpha spinner racks. Nice. I already have a spinner rack. I really don't want to hunt here anymore. I just kind of want that, you know, that hone edge. I learned about it from a friend. That sounds pretty cool. Baby man. Getting some good ass boozy. I know, like, you know, people hate AI and whatnot. I get it. Like, you know, AI kind of sucks. But there's some, dude, you gotta admit, some of those fucking videos where they make, like, really crazy things happen in them, they're kind of silly. They're kind of fun to watch sometimes. I do not like the videos where it's like a baby saying silly things or saying weird things. My mom always is like watching those AI videos. I'm like, Mom, stop it. Like, it's like all the time. It's like, my mom loves me more than your mom. Ha ha ha. And it's like, it'd be like, yeah, I might be a baby and I might poop my pants and I might be annoying, but my mom loves me. It's like stupid shit like that. It's like, bro, Mom, stop it. It's such a boomer, dude. I hate those. But the newer AIs where they have it to where, like, it's just crazy shit happening is fucking funny. I had, like, an idea of what I wanted to say about one of them, but I totally forgot. Yeah, exactly, yeah, the Stephen Hawking's riding a horse, going on a half pipe, scuba diving. That shit's funny, because it's getting good. It's getting, like, super good. It is kind of scary how, like, realistic AI is also getting to where, like, you know, what's going to happen in 10 years from now. Like, but it's also super funny that you can just, like, deep fake anything into existence now. It's so goated. It is crazy how we, like, kind of, like, shut down deep fake, but then, like, because it was getting used to, like, make, like, porn of people. But then they're like, do you know what? We're going to do that. It's going to be awesome. What's this? Oh, they're talking about ads on Facebook Marketplace. I do not care, Facebook. I might be a baby, but I love Jesus. Yeah, it's shit like that. And it's like, man. She was like, how funny this is. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty funny. And, you know, sometimes they can be a little silly, like the little baby ones, but it's like, come on, we're not going to sit here watching these for hours, Mom. Come on. Come on. I hadn't seen the fire hydrant dogs. What do they do? That's funny. There's a lot of funny AI stuff where it's like, it's so silly. We've come so far as a people. It is still uncanny seeing the Will Smith eating spaghetti, and then 2 years later, Will Smith eating spaghetti, and it's like actually good. It is uncanny. Because it was pretty impressive back then when AI made the Will Smith all fucked up. And I was like, wow, that's something that you didn't need to input anything. So if you just refine it, it's going to look crazy soon enough. And then sure enough, that's exactly what happened. It's weird. What I hate is I hate seeing fucking companies use AI, dude. I fucking hate seeing companies use AI for their advertising. I get fucking visibly shaken by that. I'm like, you fucking pieces of shit. All you did was ran it through. You spent $100 to make a very good prompt instead of paying, you know, $2,000, $4,000, $10,000 for actors. You fucking retards. It makes me so mad, dude. I hate when companies use AI for their advertisements. It makes me so mad. A Christmas ad that was AI last year. Yeah, exactly. And what's funny is that, like, last year, you didn't really understand it that much, you know? People weren't really catching on. But now you can kind of see it more and more people do, and it's like, please, people, say something. I hate seeing AI ads. There was like a NASCAR AI type ad where they had like, I don't think it was too bad. They had the real person there, but then the AI made him talk to himself in the past. He did like an interview with his past self. I'm like, that's kind of cringe. Like, it's a cringe concept, but it's not like a. At least they still hired like the person, and they still hired the people. People just inherently hate AI and don't want it at all, so they get kind of upset about that. But it was a little uncanny. It's just like this guy sitting there talking to himself and his 13-year-old self, like 16-year-old self, and it looked like realistic, but like still so off. It was uncanny. And I'm like, who thought this would look good? Who thought this looked good? I remember that actually. I do know what you're talking about. I remember that one, that ad. I remember that ad. Dude, I miss the old ads, bro. I miss like the old Santa Claus Coca-Cola ads, the old polar bear Coca-Cola ads. I miss how everything was kind of an event, you know. I miss the old Campbell soup ones where like the kids outside playing in the snow during the winter. And then he gets turned into a snowman because he's so like cold and it freezes over, and then he walks inside and drinks some chicken noodle soup, and he like melts back to a, like, you know, the snowman melts and he turns into a kid again. He's like, that's good. I was like, man, that's such a cool commercial. We kind of had like really good commercials back in the day that felt like they could be like enjoyable just to watch as like a side TV show, as like a, you know, like a wholesome, cute entertainment, feel good entertainment. I was watching Little Bear recently. I brought this up yesterday. Little Bear's such a good, wholesome kids cartoon. Kids, like, you know, early kids, like from like 2 or 3 onwards. It's like what Bluey wishes it could be. Fuck you, Bluey. Bluey and Orangey. I think his name's Bingo or something, or Bingo or Little Dingy. I think his name's Bingo. It's Bingo and Bluey. Or maybe the dad's name's Bingo. I don't know. I can't remember. My cousin, or my nephew, would watch it a ton. I don't think... Ooh, shiny. Oh, shiny. I pushed the wrong button. I think it's a Fletching again, dude. Is it going to be a Weedle, I mean, again? Fuck me, dude. What is it? Please be Ekans, bro. Please be Ekans. Be Ekans. Be Ekans. Be Ekans. Oh, it's Poopa! More like Poopa! You make me want to shit myself! Oh, don't run away, bro. Ooh, Timer Ball would be kind of cool with that. Cool with that? I meant cool. It is the holiday season, so if I said ghoul, it was on purpose. It's holiday season for that. Cool. Not ghoul. Oh, I'm goated, dude. I'm goated. Okay, that's good. Okay, I couldn't save it because I'm under attack. I'm just going to put the timestamp for that clip. Okay. 3, 0, 5. I forgot to put the other timestamp for it. 304 00. Oh fuck! I fucked that up. He was following me. He wanted to be my friend. That wasn't too bad, honestly. I like Spoopa a lot. Spoopa's cute. Spoopa's cute. And then he explodes himself and shoots confetti all over the place. It's kind of crazy. Let's see if we can see that. If we do that, he like explodes himself and puts confetti all over the place. It's kind of widowy, scary how he does it. Ekans. I was hoping for Ekans. Let's see. When I find another Spoopa, I'll show you how silly it is. He literally like blows himself up. It's crazy. He blows himself up and shoots confetti all over. Okay, here's one. Watch this. Do it. Blow yourself up. Okay, this one's scared. He's not gonna do it because he's caught. He might only do it when he's like not like seen. Okay, well fuck me, I guess. Let me see if I can get away from him for a bit. Do your explosion. All those little tiny like patterns on him, they're like individual pieces of confetti. Here he goes. Is he gonna do it? No, I think he still sees me. Let's go to this one over here. It takes a while, but like they just go poop and they blow up. Okay, I think that little arrow above it means they're aware I'm around or something, but they know. Oh yeah, no, fuck it. He might not do it. Yeah, he it blows off him. He doesn't actually like explode. It goes. Poof. It's like a party cracker explodes. It's like there you go, and then they pop back. He like goes like, and then he shoots them all off. I love that. And then they grow back instantly. It's kind of crazy, like instant regeneration. Spoopa's like a certain type of like moth larva, I think, like in between. Or not? Is it a moth larva? No, it's like a Vivillon's like a butterfly. Is Vivillon like a moth butterfly? What is it? It's like one of those weird in betweens, like a very particular. I don't think it's inherently a butterfly. Maybe it is. I know like what I think it's like kind of based off of the spoopa. I've seen videos of animals eating them. But I like how he does his shedding and he just kind of explodes it off him. He goes, "Ha!" and it just explodes off. Yeah, damn, Blue getting called out. That's what we were talking about. Dude, fucking Bluey pissing me off. A vendor who trained Aeon their own original work that was chased out while a master everyone else of the Arse Valley straight up used, traced, and mass printed, stolen, official. Yeah, no, that's what's funny. That's so true. I don't mind if you trace. I don't mind if you do all that type of stuff. But if you do that, you can't be mad if people use AI in certain ways. You know, you can't be too mad. And I think tracing is fine for the most part, as long as you do it in the right way and do it in the fair way, and you're not like trying to say that you're the best artist ever. I don't mind tracing. I think it has its place. But to be someone that uses like tracing, or like they take people's images and they edit it around and make it their own and then sell it, and they're gonna criticize someone for fucking using AI, especially if it's like a more complex use of AI. It kind of like it's not that they actually care. They just see that that's a threat because that takes over their business, and they can't compete with that. It makes me mad. It's like, so I get that. I get that. Look at that big ass spin rack. Yeah, I like Little Bear. It was a really wholesome show. I'd love to watch it on stream right now while we play Shiny Hunting, but you can't. I love the music in it. It's relaxing. It's chill. Little Bear's silly. I think her name was like Emily Robbins is her name. That's like the human in it. Hyper focused on drawing, then a wave of sass hit me. Oh yeah, no, I can get that. I can get that. I can get that. So I'm not hating. I got a wave of sleepiness that hit me, but I'm gonna try to go for like another hour. I want 4 hours in would be good. I hope my mom's at her interview. It's 1 o'clock. And she said she has her interview at 1 o'clock, so I hope she got there. I hope she got there. You're out there on your own. Lonely soldier boy. You're so lonely. Dude, that's crazy. I like Atkins because it looks really good in this game and how it moves is great. But then there's times where like it just stretches out like that. It's in a ball and then it goes boom. And it just stretches out really fast and it looks so dumb. It'll be all coiled up and then it'll just extremely fast, fully stretch out its whole body. And it's like, what the fuck just happened? What just happened, dude? Dude, I want some water. I want some drink. I want some slurp. I want some gulp. I want some shinies. Meeks and Group, have you seen that video of that guy where he's like, I want you to produce me produce. I want you to produce me produce. I want you to produce me the vegetables for a healthy living. He says shit like that. I want you to produce me some produce. I love that video. That's one of my favorite videos. I want you to produce me some produce. I want you to produce me some produce. The shiny binary hunt is like 2 seconds from making me crash out. Oh, are you hunting it in ZA or a different game? I can feel you on that. I was feeling like that last night on Pyroy. Oh my god, look at that giant snake. We're gonna watch that video some point. I want you to produce me some produce. I want you to produce me some produce. I want you to produce some beans. I want you to produce some carrots. That's so good. I think someone actually put that comment down in the description of the video, in the comment section. I mean, group. I think someone actually posted that exact type of comment. I want you to produce me some produce. Ooh, alpha spoopa. Yeah, everything about being shiny, yeah, that sucks. Yep, that's never fun. Yep. I had that problem at Area 20, but at least at Area 20 there's a lot of good shinies there, so it's not a huge deal. It's not a huge deal. I want you to produce me some produce. And it's like an echoed voice, and it's super funny. I want you to produce me some produce. Please. Please. It's like this old guy, he's probably like 50 or 60. Yeah, he has to be at least like 50 or 60. He's like has like a cone head, and he's balding all on the side. Balding on the top, but the side he's not. So I want you to produce me some produce. I want you to produce me some produce. And he just goes at the very end, please, please, please. He like gives like thumbs up. It's so silly. Yeah, he got to be at least 60 because he has like he looks like he's 60. Alright, so I now have 3 shiny Magikarp. Oh, that's brutal. But hey, Magikarp looks good in this game. Magikarp looks good in this game. It just sucks it has to be 3 of those. I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy, baby. Okay, I'm sick of this fucking area. It sucks. I need to be nighttime so I can get home and it spawns. Yeah, I'll stream later if I end up going to sleep soon. I'll tell you, man, I just got over 3 shiny alpha binacles. I kind of like binacles okay to me only because alpha barnacle is cool. Alpha barnacle, whatever his name is, barnacle, he's cool. I like his alpha. Alpha mega, my bad, alpha mega. Mega alpha barnacle, or whatever his name is, or barnacle, I don't even know. He's awesome. But I think Binacle looks fucking creepy and ugly. Dude, I'm so sleepy. Okay, cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Biggie, biggie. Holy smokes, I'm getting so sleepy. Okay, I might have to actually call a little bit earlier than I wanted to because I am tired. Yeah, I'll get some sleepies. It's like 1 o'clock. I'll probably wake up and stream a little bit later tonight. So then maybe people from Euroland will be able to stop by when I stream at night, late night tonight. Because I'm so tired. I wish I would have slept just a bit longer so I would have like more energy, but I couldn't go back to sleep. I couldn't go back to sleep when I tried. It is what it is. Oh fuck, I'm stuck on that. Okay, gentlemen, I get some sleep. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. I'll probably see you at some point again soon. Unless you hate me, then I won't see you.